Well, apparently, I just realized that I could not fix technical issues that easily, just like how my stripes are not matching between my shirt and jacket. Either ways, friends and folks, welcome you all watching the Underground Valorant tournament powered by Global Esports. It's day number 3 today and round 2 of the matches. We've had some amazing matches upcoming in the previous 2 days, but right now, we'll be having 4 amazing teams right now, and it's going to be absolutely insane because we've been seeing all those previous matches and they've gone all the way right towards those sometimes even OTs as well, but majority of them, it kind of end up in 13-7, 13-6. It was round 1, it was understandable, and we still know it's a double elimination tournament. So you always have that second chance and you can always, have that cushioning to fall back onto. But nonetheless, right now, when you're focusing on these specific matches, you really want to, create your journey through those upper brackets only. You really want to be, making sure that your team is the one who reaches the grand finals as early and as quickly as possible. Nonetheless, do not worry about the matches beginning real soon because I know you all have been waiting for a long time, guys. And by the way, I just forgot to introduce myself, did I? Yeah. So I am scared yet, and with me, there's absolutely no one, just like my life. We're gonna keep the jokes apart though, as I know we all want every single thing right now, as I've got all the data in front of me. So please do not worry. It's going to be Team Mavericks taking on Goblin Defenders. Now, if we're talking about these two teams, we've seen Goblin Defenders on day one. We've seen them play. They were absolutely insane. Yeah, in the starting of the game, it was going a neck to neck competition, but towards the end, we clearly saw them dominating in that entire map. And for Team Mavericks, this is going to be their first game because in their first game, their opponents They did not show up, so they had got a default win. So it's going to be the first game for Mavericks up against Goblin defenders who have had the experience. But all of these teams, underdog teams, you already know, have so much potential. So why just, talk a lot about it? Maybe we should just jump into the agent select real quick. As the map is going to be Ascent. Now, we've seen a lot of Ascent being brought in by many teams. They've been playing absolutely insane. But again, if we're focusing right now, the teams on the attacking side, this time it's going to be Chaos. While on the defending side, it's going to be Insanity. And yes, these two teams have also been playing absolutely insane. I still remember Chaos in their first match. Yeah, when it was about the first half, it was literally 6-6. But then it's just like they kind of changed their gears or something, and they decided, all right, that's much more than sufficient now. We're not going to give our opponents even a single breathing room, as we will jump on and we will make sure that we are winning this game without any more difficulties. And they ended up closing things out at, I believe, 13-7 or 13-8, if I'm not wrong. So they've been doing absolutely insane. While Team Insanity not stopping at all, they're also the ones who have had a very solid run. Again, this round two is going to be important for all of them. Let's have a look quickly at the composition, because normally whenever we talk about Ascent, we know that it is always going to be the same double initiator composition with a Sova and a KO. But all these underdog teams, they decide to bring something different on the table. Sometimes we see a double initiator, sometimes we do not, sometimes we see a double duelist. Switch things up. They kind of swap it with Astra as well, because you've also got the gravity well, and you can try and get those smokes, place those stars wherever you want to. It gives you a little more breathing room. But nonetheless, guys, I know we've been waiting for a long time. Let's just quickly jump into the game. Team Chaos on the attacking side, Team Insanity on the defense. And it's a pretty standard comp from Chaos. Again, just as we've been mentioning for a long time, same Sova KO composition. And I personally feel like that there is a reason why this is a standard comp, because you have so many tools to use, like the recon dart. You also have the KO knife, and it gives you the information. It clears out a specific area of the map.
Yes.
It lets you know how many players are there, or if not even exactly that, lets you also know that there is a presence of someone towards that part of the map. So you can play around that info, and you can also jiggle it as well. It's going to be used up again. As spawner, we're going to quickly see heading into the game Chaos all in towards the A main, as they've got the entirety of the A side free for some reason. Right now, their spike carrier definitely did fall off in the spam through that smoke. Akuna making sure that he was able to shut at least one person down, so they did not get the site for free. One man down, it's a full 5-man stack. Team Insanity, they can easily go in for that retake. They've got a decent map control as of now, and Team Chaos could not take control of a lot of that area, especially in Heaven, in Tree, and that's going to be the retake now coming in as the smokes go down. We're going to see all of them jumping in. In the meantime, Jet quickly taking care of the people inside Hell, as Colzy making sure to shut Omen down. You already have only 2 more people to take care of, and that both of them are inside the Heaven as Warlock. That's down 1, but Asma is right there, and he gets a 3k in the pistol round itself. Spike will be diffused. First round will go to Team Insanity. Now, here's the thing about Reyna. Whenever we talk, especially when you're in the pistol round and you basically get, that first pick, or maybe in the pistol round, you somehow get an assist or round we're talking about. People do not have some major pistols unless they're carrying the sheriff. You will be tanking a ton of those shots. So it kind of gives you a very solid opening opportunity. However, Colzy, this could be a very cold shot. Yeah, he goes in, takes the head. Not exactly the head though, but yeah, the life for sure. And Team Insanity finding another opener. Spike was not yet committed, and it seems that Team Chaos, even though they lost their pistol round and they're on a save, they wanted to play for picks. They kind of wanted to find where in Team Insanity would decide and push through. So they were just playing it slow, and as of now, again, I believe the same fight is being forced. I don't think so they should do that. Akuma, in the meantime, they're making sure to take care of Warhawk in A-Wing. Shuts him down too. So you already have a 2-man advantage coming in for Team Insanity, and Chaos still playing it super slow, trying to work around the map, and they're not given space. Wherever they're going, you've got someone watching that specific angle, and especially given the fact that they've all got better rifles, you just cannot take long range fights.
30 seconds left.
So that is something I feel Chaos should have gone with, rather stacking up all 4 or 5 people towards one part and then moving around. So finding another contact. So he's given the information to his team that there are probably a couple of people in B main. No space being gained towards A, but the rotation is definitely coming in, and only 10 more seconds to do something as Cold. Well, he just decides he's not gonna let them cross. He's not gonna let them do whatsoever. Getting a 4K in this round, a solid round indeed with the Marshal. So again, definitely buy an operator after this one, because for the third round, you already know Chaos. Since they saved in the previous one, they will have some solid economy, solid guns. And this is the round where they should change things up. They should, step up on that gas, maybe change things. It's Ascent, yes. We know that on the map of Ascent, it's a very defense-centric map, and teams tend to get some additional rounds on the defense. But even if you're on the offense, you need to get at least 4 or 5 rounds. That's a bare minimum. That scan is not going to scan anything, and wasn't broken as well. So could be possible that there is no main mid presence, and even we can see Sour just playing defensive Colsey as well, playing it back. However, this contact, this Omen duel could be everything, because one of the smokers would definitely be taken out if in case anyone tries to just overstay their welcome or overstep the boundary. Cole just making sure there's absolutely no one in the mid. Outrun. He was able to clear those angles. He did not clear Omen. Oh my god! And that's the punish coming in. Sour, my goodness! Such a cheeky and a nasty angle to hold on to, and Outrun did not clear that. Now, since they've already shown a ton of presence towards the A side, they've decided they want to go and make the rotation towards B and going for that plant, or maybe not exactly, because KO is just trying to move back towards the A side as never mind. Quickly getting one pick and shuts down Reyna. So Arkham has been taken care of and has got the site under him. Rico's not going to scan anything. Paranoia being sent in. No one to follow it up though. Just pushes Sova backwards. So rotation is definitely going to come in. Entire A main has been cleared up, but the door has not been closed. So that breakable door is where Sour will again hold his angle. Warhawk has been taken down. And that Outrun also marking Nevermind. It seems super problematic for them. That Knife is going to confirm that last 2 people are just inside hell. As one of them should be taken care of quickly. That's not a very solid angle to hold, but still 10-8 somehow making sure to get one, and it's a definitely doable position as Wiz quickly gets one, but traded on towards the other side. Cold Z was just able to shut him down, and Team Insanity winning out on their bonus round. Their economy is going to go out of control at this point. They've also secured the rifle as well. Now just, swapping a few skins there and there. Yeah, there we go. There's the operator. You all have been waiting for that operator play, right? And Cold again holding the angle of mid. Now, I personally feel that since he already showed a lot of presence with the Marshal in the previous one and the round before that, Chaos, they've got an idea, right? That operator should come in play at this one, and they're also all down on Eco and still playing a very spread formation, trying to gain control of the map whatsoever. If this recon goes out, oh my goodness, that timing could have been everything. He basically wants to kind of welcome the opponent jet in the exact same way like he did in the round number 2. And there we go. He goes in for the shot, but what? For some reason, Cole was not able to take him down with the operator and was finished off with a sheriff on the head. 1 HP. That's absolutely mind-blowing. If that's what you can do with a sheriff, and I think so, Insanity need to be worried about it. Because this definitely was an insane shot coming in. Nonetheless, down to a 4v4, numbers have been equalized. Onkar alarm bot has been dealt with, so you know that there's a ton of presence coming in. Spike not yet committed, so you still know that Chaos actually want to take the fight. They want to get the numbers in their favor. But we'll just have to wait it out and see what they actually decide to do. Because that's going to be the paranoia used up.
30 seconds left.
I want to follow it up on those, so they would still have to clear the angle right next to those stairs, and that's going to be the Nano Swarm pushing all of them back. Only 20 more seconds remaining. Warhawk wanted to pick the operator. Sour watching the angle and then place it. Shutting them all down one after the other, as all the angles will be watched out for. Saar just putting the final nail in that coffin. Team Chaos yet again shut down. Were able to get a couple of picks, but could not keep the operator out of their hands. And it's just Saar, the way that he's playing all of these angles, he's just making sure that he kind of holds it from a certain place that you don't expect him to be. And that's one of the reasons why he's been getting all of those picks. Again, it's going to be a full buy round. The first full buy round coming in for both of these teams, to be honest, wherein they would face each other with those major rifles. Let's see who secures this one. Knife going in will definitely scan one. So Akuma will have to move backwards. Will be conceding that space. But since A attention has been shown, you already know that Jet would be going in for that rotation cold with that operator. Now trying to hold that space again. Good begins. Fragment just pushing all of them backwards. But Saar yet again, for some reason, gets us 3K. And again, from that same angle of 3. He's been playing from that specific angle for almost all of those rounds and yet has not been dealt with. Spike nowhere in hand. And that's basically him just trying to figure out one or two people's position to finish him off, but implicit. The shot is Opes down as well. Losing only one member, that's Akuma. And Team Insanity winning on yet another round, 5-0. Yes, defense looks absolutely solid. But even after that, it seems that Team Chaos, they just do not have any idea as to what to do, because I personally feel like that since Saar has been playing on that one specific angle, they should probably go for a push towards the cat. Maybe throw a smoke down in mid to make sure that even if Cole is playing with his operator, he would not be able to find any kind of value. Make a push from cat to be a 3-man, 4-man push. Take care of Sour first and then flood into the side. Make sure that there's at least 1 or 2 people staying in, so that if anyone tries to go in for a push for the backstab, you've got both those people right there to deal with them. But even after that, they still want to go in with their default attacking setup. That's one good solid shot coming in though. Akuma has been taken care of. So no more Reyna coming in. Let's just see how this one works, because so many times we've seen them having that 4v5 advantage, and even after that, it just did not go in their favor. Cold. This time holding the A main. No one's pushing there though, and the spike is moving towards the B side. And that's going to be the good shot coming in. Gold making sure he gets one, but through the smoke. Who's out on that Jet duels? That's the operator taken care of. The side entry would be there, but there is no spike. Sour, yet again he's going to be in that exact same angle. Hunter's Fury to just clear out a few of those places. Percent would be dodging every single thing. But never mind, has been taken down. Implicit winning out on his trade as well. The spike is down at B, so the rotation would be coming in. Own car still standing strong. Is already good for 2. Can he take the third one down? That's the question. Sheriff in hand. I don't think so. He would be able to survive this one. No matter what, that's going to be the paranoia completing the entire building of that coffin for him, man. The shutdown. Just right there. Round number 6 secured. 6 straight rounds coming in. This is the time to pull out a timeout. Team Chaos would need a break at this point. They need to break this momentum, because Insanity is literally looking insane at this point. And it's not like they've had a very tough time winning these rounds. Their default defense strategy has been working out perfectly for them. Sawa was usually posted in the tree. This time, he's up close with Akuma, trying to go in for that A main push. We're going to see the no command coming in. B push is the name of the game. Smokes are going out. That's going to be Jet trying to get the entry onto that side. We'll try and close that. Oh, there's a Molotov under your feet. Not quite sure why he would still want to stand onto that. Nonetheless, the door would be broken. Spike has made its way towards the side. The retake is now going to come in.
Planted.
I've got an operator onto the hands of one person, so you already know that it's going to be pretty difficult. Outdoor is going to clear so much space, so many angles. They know that everyone is just inside that side, and there's no way for them to escape using the lockdown in it. Just making sure that he shuts everyone down, one after the other. No one being able to push whatsoever. And that nano swarm as well, trying to take care of the people. Sour still standing only for so long as Borhog is the one who shuts him down, but Cold with that super cold shot brings it down to a 1v2. He's got to get the defuse in. Why would you peek in the operator like that? That's not a normal play. Nonetheless, Cole will just move back. He probably wanted to try and finish him off because he had an idea that his team has basically won the round. There's not enough time for Cold to try and get that defuse. But based on the economy that Team Chaos have, I don't think so that was a very good decision. And I think so he already utilized all of his utilities when he was going in for that execute. But either ways, it was a good shot coming in from Cole. And the first round from Team Chaos. Finally, things working out for them. And I believe this is a decent approach, right?
Don't overthink it. That's my
They've tried some fast hits towards A. Did not work out because Sao was just standing in the tree. And this time, they just tried going for a very fast hit towards the B side. So definitely working out for them. And they have an idea that the operator might be posted towards mid. So maybe just maybe play it kind of safe, slow. They're going in towards the B side, though never mind. Actually gets the pick on implicit. That's a very solid pick coming in, and Cole holding the back of mid. Just making sure that there's no push coming in from market. No one's pushing towards B side. There's no pinch coming in, and either ways, that's going to be him getting the pick out on Jet, and that's a very solid shot of Sar coming in. Never mind, has been taken care of, and the entirety of the A main is clear. So they know there's no one pushing in from B. There's no one in A main. They've got an idea that it is going to be a mid crunch. So everyone just playing it slow, playing it back, giving up on that space, only to develop on towards those sides. A very solid idea, very solid strategy. But right now, Team Chaos, they still need to get a couple of picks out there whatsoever. From the shadows is definitely available for Sour. Bring up with the Empress. That's going to be the turret making contact. Mana Swarm being used up to delay that push. Sour also going in for from the shadows, trying to clear out the space. Fragment is going to push on car back. He cannot take the space. He cannot try and go for the fight. And that is the perfect timing from Cole coming in as he was able to get one. He gets one more. 3 picks already. Spike not in hand. And only 7 more seconds remaining. Tenet, you've got to plant the spike. He just decides he wants to go in for the save. That's another defeat for Team Chaos, but what a round. Please don't peek onto that angle. Alright. Not peeking him. He's surviving. He is surviving as of now. Either way, Insanity has been steamrolling onto all of these rounds without any major difficulties, just as we mentioned already. They're not facing any major threats coming in, no pinch situation as well. They're holding the space. They're making sure that they do not give up on that space. Now, I personally feel that, again, Chaos can try and put a smoke in mid, go in for a split maybe, try and take control of the tree. Knife goes in there, scans absolutely no one. So they've got an idea, right? Now that smoke, I'm not quite sure if it's that good or not because there's some space on towards the top, but I don't think so anyone can capitalize onto that. Either ways, we'll be seeing the same thing that I've been mentioning. This time they're trying to go in for that A crunch, but it is a stacked place. Omen smoke as well. You do not want to disrespect that smoke, or would you? That's going to be the question. Still respecting it. Akuma in the meantime holding wine, tries to take that fight. Sour as well. That would have been a double peak. A very good decision coming in from Nevermind. Just moving backwards. And that shock that should chunk down Jet. Maybe not. Yeah. He's still healthy. He's still healthy. Not a major problem though. Nevermind is definitely 70 HP and kind of want to go in for that re-clear. But it would be much better if he tries to go in for a paranoia play. It could be better to push Akuma back with the utility first rather than going for a dry peek. He's decided to go for the dry peek. He's been shut down just like that. And in the meantime, Onkar taking care of Tenet. Through the smoke, he shuts him out. Spike not yet shown, but this has been such a slow round and only 20 more seconds to work with. And that's already a stack side towards B now. So you already know the hit is going to come in, and that's going to be cold. Just getting a couple of kills with the operator. Onkar gets the shutdown. Another flawless this time from Team Insanity. Not giving an inch to Team Chaos whatsoever. Team Chaos have been playing slow rounds after slow rounds. I think so. This is a moment wherein they should step upon that gas. Just as I mentioned a few rounds ago, they should go in for a fast hit. They go in for some quick smokes, quick play, take control of the side. Because we've seen Team Chaos have not been putting anyone on the B side. That's Onkar only playing behind. Might as well just put a smoke there, throw up a fragment to push anyone who's coming backwards, put a smoke towards market, and then going for a quick hit towards B side. And then, since you already know there's only one person towards spawn, you can try and push that place as well. The knife should scan a couple of people, will give the idea. They should know that there's an operator right there, puts up a smoke way too deep, gives them an opportunity to move to market as well. This is a very good strategy coming in this time. They can go in for that big crunch towards the B side, at least going for a B split. Okay, Tenet not being able to take care of the turret. Finally, he's been dealt with, but the smoke has faded away. So you already know that you will be visible from the spawn. It's going to be difficult. One smoke going in towards B main. 55 more seconds to work with. Mid-rounding. What is the plan of Team Chaos? Implicit. Holding angle way too back. They've got an idea that there could be a push coming in from tree as well, as the angle was not watched out for. So they're playing very passive. And I really love the strategy coming in from their side. They have an idea that Team Chaos is the one who needs to go in for those pushes. So there's absolutely no need or no use for them to play aggressive. Finally, we're going to see the smoke coming in. The knife not going to scan anyone except for Omkar. So he could not go in for that play. Up close and personal is going to be the name of the game. As Cold in the boathouse, still standing on 31 HP. Tries to go in for a nasty play, but in the meantime, will finally be shut down.
Left.
As Percocet making sure that he gets those picks. Tenet as well, finally getting an opener onto Sour. He shuts down the main problematic person coming in. Implicit goes in for a wide peek off the crosshair. And still standing strong, still surviving. Tenet though shuts Akuma down. That's a 1v4 now. Aldron is giving some information, but he's got no idea of the person playing in main or the one in the market. He takes care of Tenet. Alright. That's one person dealt with, down to 43 HP. He's got so much to do, and that's the operator in the hand of Warhawk as well. Should swap it for a Vandal. That's a thrifty round, 14k. Finally, they were able to break through the defense of Insanity, and this shows that their B site is weak. They cannot hold on to the site, and the main reason for that is that Team Insanity have not been putting any member on the site. Yes, Cole definitely did end up going there, but after all, he was a lone man in the boathouse with the operator. You can't expect him to do a lot from that position because he was pinched in from multiple directions. If it was anyone with a rifle, I think so things would have been different. And finally, Cole changing the position. Gets one person down. Then it was the one who was having the operator in hand. So it could be an AWP versus AWP battle. Smoke is already down there. So since Chaos now have the AWP for themselves, it is highly possible that they want to play another slow round. Want to play in 4 picks. Smoke has faded away for Cat though. So you know, they got to watch out for that angle as well, Akuma. Not pushing forward, just holding the place, holding the space. Playing in an off-angle position. If there's a 2-man, 3-man push, he would be in trouble, but at least would be able to get one person off. And you know it's a Reyna. You can just get one dismiss off. The knife finally scanned him. You can't even go for the dismiss. Paranoia, very perfect. You should note the position, and that's going to be, never mind, getting a pick. Solid one indeed. Cold in the meantime, holding Heaven from back. He should be able to get one at least. Yes, he definitely did. Tenet has been shut down. No more flash way along. And from their side.
Round before the switch.
Save nothing.
And this, again, this defense looks so very solid whenever they're holding the A side down. But it's almost similarly weak whenever it's about the B side. Yes, you've got the KJ to work with. It just entirely seems that Insanity wants to play in for a solid on-site defense whenever it comes to A, and full retake towards the B. This time, Null Command used up yet again. A is the name of the game. Since you're going into play for that lurk, Knight should scan a couple of people. Please close the door because Sawa has been playing in from that angle time and time again. This time though, he's back up inside heaven.
Take flight.
It's gonna be a 5v5 situation, and I think so. Killjoy, it's the time for you to make a move. Yeah, he wants to get the timing right with the spam through the ball. Comes in, not a bangable place though, but either ways. Oh, shut down right away by Tenet, and that's gonna be the Hunter's Fury used up along with the lockdown. Then taken care of. Moonkar also winning out on his trade off. That's going to be Hunter's Fury trying to push all of them back. Look at the chaos. Everyone just trying to control the defender. Tenet has already got 3 people. He can definitely try and go for the ace, but not quite able to do that.
Now flee.
3 seconds to spare. Diffuse comes in. Team Insanity 10 and 2.
Switching sides.
It's not giving up whatsoever. Chaos. Now you're on the defense. What have you got cooking? Because Team Insanity only needs 3 more rounds to win. And if they get the pistol, they'll basically be having a super high advantage in their anti-eco round. Everything starts with the pistol. That is true. Team Chaos can definitely try and make a play in that pistol round in itself. Looking at their defensive setup. No one controlling mid as of now. They're sending Jet to take control of that space. But in the meantime, Tenet towards 3. So it's a very default setup coming in from their side. No one playing it very aggressive. And the one-way smoke is also going to come down towards A main to help Nevermind take control of that space. Cat has been smoked off. So this gives an opening to Team Insanity to work their way in mid. Jet might be welcomed with the presence of a couple of people, so he's just decided to move back, playing behind and spawn. He's got the Sheriff to work with. That's going to be the Cloud Burst to reveal the position. Shots connecting, chip damage done. Akuma has been dinged, so he'll have to move backwards. Do not want to give up the numbers advantage whatsoever. Yet again, Team Insanity in mid, not playing on the extremities. They're still just trying to control that one space, and we can possibly mark it. Second one on towards CT. Solid. Default smokes going in. The flash from Tenet. This could be everything, especially for Killjoy and Sova playing in back of the side of Banana Swamp. All the push coming in. Warhawk again. Frozen has stock down. My God! 3 Akuma, but that's all you would be able to get. That's Team Chaos. With just that one shock dart and a spam through the smoke coming in from Wiz, able to shut down everything. Tenet as well was able to get 1 pick from that. But man, oh man, that was absolutely mind-blowing. So Team Chaos now moving up to 3. Pistol is where it starts. Pistol is to move towards the A. Again, want to control the mid. Still are playing together because they know they're on the pistols. They don't have a very solid gun advantage in their favor. So just working as a unit. And this is exactly what you do whenever you are down in weaponry. You want to stick together and you want to make the play. Try and isolate the fights with your opponent and win those only to get the better weaponry after picking it up. However, Cold up against Tenet. Oh my goodness, the timing! It just looked away! It could not have been better for Cold. And this should give them an idea that the hit is coming in. Rotation is already there. Down Moonkar in the meantime, Nevermind forcing another pick. Implicit. Getting punished for his over-aggression. Weaponry advantage definitely in their favor right now. They still got Wiz, forgotten, Nevermind, shutting down the entire push. They were able to get a couple of members, so that's a very decent round coming in from their side. Could not expect anything extra, especially when you don't have the weaponry, but definitely made it quite close. Won't deny that. So Insanity, Chaos, 10-4. Round where Insanity should win, but again, if you're a Chaos fan, you want your team to win even on the anti-eco as well as a bonus. You've already got the anti-eco, now is the bonus. Ares in hand already, so the spam's going to come through towards B. If it's a B push, it's going to be trouble for Insanity, and right now, they're all 5 looking in towards A. They really want to take this fight straight up to them, right on their faces. We're going to see the paranoia being used up. Nevermind force himself backwards towards the tree. No one in the heaven though. Seeing the rotation coming in as the hit goes in towards the side. Holding multiple angles. Sour yet again. Akuma also comes out on top with that trade-off. Securing the off. Slam through the smoke. Should get a couple of dings probably. Owl drone to clear the angles, clear the space. Fight has been to work with. What can he do? Stinger in hand now. Change the gun. And that's going to be another spam fight coming in. Wiz wins it out with the Bulldog. Akuma finally shut down. But he still have 4 more people to take care of. And a spike taking, which he needs to defuse. Wiz picking up the air. 16 bullets in the back. What a perfect timing. But Vandal up close and personal. Cold Z shuts down. 2 people standing, win the round, but I feel Chaos did everything they could in the previous one. Got 3 rifles off their hand. That is a very solid dent to their economy because I believe all those 3 players, maybe 2 of them would not be able to full buy in this one. They would only have a half shield along with the rifles. And Odin now picked up, as well as the operator. So Team Insanity could definitely they'll be welcomed by Team Chaos. First control of the game in this second half though. So let's see how it works out. Knife should not have scanned anyone there. Probably giving the misinformation cold. Dodging the knife of this opponent as well. Working their way towards mid as B main is being held by that op. Chaos. Op not posted in the correct place. Nonetheless, that's going to be some mid presence being shown up. A lot of it though. While in reality, the hit is going towards the A side. That's going to be the paranoia to push back 10 hit. Smoke comes in at the choke point. Never mind, still holding a very aggressive angle. Throws out the paranoia to delay any kind of push coming as the rotation is already there. Fragment and nanoswarm being used up. Make sure that there's absolutely no one pushing in, but 10 hit wins out on trade. Mooncard shut down. Spike will go down. Door been closed as well, but they do not have a lot of space to work with as Akuma falls. This fight could be everything. Saw wins it out. Never mind now. Only 4 people to take care of. One of them carrying an operator. So Wiz, oh my goodness, these timings are just impeccable. As again, implicit. Both of them just going added at each other. Trades going back and forth. Wiz the one who's winning it out, but hell is controlled by Cold. Only for so long while Wiz shuts him down. Has got the lockdown as well. Will defuse the spike. So Team Chaos pushing forward.
You don't deserve my
Winning in their gun round. Securing their 5th.
Their tech is only as good as their skill. And there we have some beat. Placing sentry.
I know that I mentioned that Ascent is a defense-centric map, but this is not exactly what I meant. Either way, both the teams is doing absolutely phenomenal whenever they are on defense. Insanity doing the exact same thing that Team Chaos is doing right now. And the thing that is different between both these teams is the fact that Chaos is going in for some quick rotation. So Insanity can try and make one play. That is, they can show an attention towards one side of the map, use some utils, dump it, and then go in for a quick rotation towards the other side. Because Chaos are very fast on that rotation, so you can try and play with that fake. Nonetheless, we're seeing some quick aggression towards market. Zakuma and Code, both of them controlling that space. Operator right now in B main. So they've got to worry about that as well. Long range fight could be taken up. Wiz as well joining in. Warhawk quickly shuts down Colby. That's already one person taking care of 46 HP onto the hands of Akuma. Try and go in. Picks up the heal. And that's Onkar winning out on his trade as well. So no one to watch out with the operator now. Wiz still holding the backside. Holding that CT. And denying any kind of push towards the side. Team Insanity. Even after all that, they've not yet got the control of the side. But they can definitely, as the recon now has been thrown out, and it's revealed that there's absolutely no one up close, and on site is the space that they need to go and clear. Wiz still got the rifle in hand, never mind, wins out his trade against now. Oh my god, implicit! Perfectly holding that angle, and now can definitely go in for that plant. He was the one who had the spike in his hand.
Planted.
Got a Hunter's Fury to work with. Also got an Empress for Akuma. They've got the weaponry upgrade and they've actually got the better weapons in their hand. Akuma holding from side of CT. That's going to be the null command being used up. Oh my god, that's a solid shot coming in! And implicit shuts down Nevermind with a Bulldog.
Match point.
Securing a thrifty for themselves, moving their team to match point. It is a BO1, everyone, so you know that it is right now or never for Team Chaos. 5 rounds in their hand. They still have got a very long way to climb. Super uphill battle. While Insanity just need one more round in their attack. Jet did not expect any kind of push coming in from B main as well, so was caught off guard with that. Nonetheless, Colsey,
Here.
he's got a judge in hand, so it clearly shows that he wants to be up close and personal, he wants to play aggressive. Leo was thrown out to push, never mind back as he used up his smoke to make sure that there's no one pushing in. Now there's no utility still being used at the choke point, so it becomes very easy for Insanity to push through that smoke, and that's exactly what they've done. Hunter's Fury being used up as well. Try and push all of them backwards. In the meantime, Warlock was able to shut Tower down. Akuma with the operator gets a quick trade off. Owl Drone, Spike has not gone down yet, so you still got some time to work, and that's just not good enough. Could not get the ding onto him. Shot guard. Try and clear that space. Try and clear those angles. Space it himself. Meantime, that's a very good shot coming in, but the Hunter's Fury used up, tagging up a couple of people. Two of them super low. Spike is being diffused, and that's gonna be the spam coming in through the smoke. He has not realized that the diffuser was not killed as he was body blocked. And what a cheeky diffuse from Team Chaos. My goodness. That was super fun to watch indeed, especially for Team Chaos. Just making sure that you've got an extra body to throw in front of Implicit. What a cheeky play. And that smoke denied any kind of vision, so Implicit had no idea if he actually killed a diffuser or he killed someone else. And he had to keep bullets in his gun as well, because he knew that since there are 3 people, he could also be facing a 2-man push right on his face. Team Chaos just winning it out with the numbers. Utility usage definitely was pretty solid, especially towards the end of the round when they went in for that retake. Now, Team Insanity pushing the brakes, waiting, and trying to decide what to do now. Since in all of these rounds, they've basically been shut down pretty hard. The only 2 rounds that they've won were ones in which they've got the weaponry advantage, and the second one was Thrifty. Yes, it was very well played round, but I still feel that they worked their way up mid, going towards B as well, and there were a few mistakes here and there coming in from Team Chaos, which resulted in that Thrifty going in favor of Insanity. So them putting the brakes right, trying to cool things down, deciding on what to do is a very solid decision, because it will break the momentum that Team Chaos is riding in. They've still got the operator to work with, so you all, let's see. Nice gonna scan in Akuma though. He takes up an aggressive fight coming in, but all of them are going in favor of Insanity. Has called Implicit, everyone winning out on all of their trades. And it's Warrock with the op. Has absolutely no clue that everyone's moving in through B main. All of them. Just holding that one choke point is the name of the game. How long can you do that? Never mind. That's going to be the question. Down to a 3v2. Definitely doable. Got from the shadows to work with. Warrock wants to go in from behind. He did stop the gun, so that should have given the sound cue. And one person shooting in the market, that should be all the information that Insanity needs. That right now, oh my goodness, Warhawk, what a nasty shot coming in. Tries to go in through the spam at the common angle, so clear that space out as well. Only just a couple of places to work with. They know that this is definitely doable. It's a do or die right now. That's a good shot coming in from Implicit. Gets the head on Warhawk.
One enemy remaining.
Position revealed. That's down to a 1v1, and Nevermind wins it for his team. Gives them one more life. Gives them another fighting chance.
Clutch.
That was fun.
Super spray down coming in from him. What a spray transfer. Absolutely brilliant. Team Chaos. 7-12. Still in this. Still kicking strong. When the first 3 trades went in favor of Insanity, I was really scared for them. But Warhawk just making that backstab rotation on a perfect time. And swapping the gun as well. Just deciding that he needed that Vandal in hand. Because there are 3 people he needs to take care of.
Cover going
Creating
out.
some perfect openings for Nevermind, and he capitalizing onto them. Absolutely brilliant. Knife's not going to scan anything though, so still seeing this time a push coming in towards A. Couple of people trying to work their way through treat, and it's just standing in a very cheeky angle. Was good for one, but the spray down is not well enough for never mind to take second one as well. Akuma gets him down, gets the weapon upgrade, and also tries to take Perkinen down. He still survives. But the spike has made its way towards the side. Maybe not. Killjoy not yet being able to cross that choke point. Sour needs to make a play. Will you disrespect the smoke? That's going to be the question. He goes in! He saw the bullets coming in from that angle! Oh my god, that was such a miscalculated play coming in. 1v3 now, own car. Only one standing, tagged up by the drone. Perfect peek from Wiz, and Team Chaos getting another round. Spike was not planted, so time was not in his favor. 8 and 12. Could this be the comeback that everyone has been waiting for? Could this be Team Chaos probably pulling things
Placing alarm bot.
in such a manner that right from the last one line, you're able to bring things back in your own favor? Tug of war is what's going on right now.
Test.
Even though Team Insanity just needs to get that one step, Chaos is denying every single thing. The question comes is when to look forward to a perfect comeback. Because right now the lockdown has been used up in the main. No Hunter's Fury to break it, so everyone on the side of Team Insanity would have to respect it. Oh, a couple of players actually have been detained though, so Cole still trying to push a lot of space, trying to push through that. Will just decide to take a step backwards. Spike finally being planted. You already know that's a 5v5 situation. After plant for Insanity, Chaos for a retake. Utilities being dumped up. Recon Dart goes out as also got to take care of the door. And there's a problem of the lurker as well. Power on that lurk towards 3. Late lurk in the round coming in. Akuma finds the first opener. The lurker couldn't taken out, and Sawa finally finds out the second one, maybe third one. As that late lurk is something that is putting the final end to the coffin. Long range coming in more up with the spam. Could not get it right as Sawa just decimates the entire lineup of Chaos. Gets 3 in that round and pushes Team Insanity past that finish line. What a great play coming in, but my oh my, the tenacity of Team Chaos, that was just crazy. At one point I really felt that they could make a comeback. Nonetheless, Gold with 287 average combat score and a KD of 24, 13 and 3 was really cold in the entire game. Sawa as well following him up 20, 10 and 11. Exactly what you need from your Omen. 277 ACS. Not that far behind, just a 10 difference. In the meantime, Implicit 230 ACS, 19, 11 and 6. So it's all top 4 from Team Insanity and then Team Chaos following them up. Onkar, man, he was chilling in the entire game. That's what I'm going to say. Using the utilities on a Killjoy, having fun. But seriously, this was such a nerve-wracking game coming in for both of them. Yes, we could not see the overtime, could not see it go all the way to those extra few rounds. But either ways, everything was just so brilliant coming in from both of them. Insanity with a sheer domination in their defensive half, but Chaos were also not ready to give up whatsoever. Ever so slightly, just moving closer to that overtime, made it till the 8th one. But that one late lurk from Sawa, it just worked out in the favor of Insanity. And that was one thing I was worrying about in that round, that maybe Sawa could change the game, and that is exactly what happened. Either way, it was such a great match coming in. But nonetheless, that's just one match, guys, right? You know that, right? You still have one more game remaining, and Goblin Defenders would be the one playing in that match. So you do not want to miss that out whatsoever. As this time, this is me, Skated. We'll be taking a short 5-minute break, and we'll be back in after that. So make sure to stay tuned, hit that like button in the meantime. I'm going to make some popcorns for me. Welcome back, friends and folks. You're watching Valorant Underground, powered by Global Esports. Now, I know most of you fans out there, you would also want to try and participate in these tournaments, and you all are super hyped up because of all these amazing matches and all these teams just going at it each other without a break and learning so many things along the way. There are many people and many teams out there who would also want to register, who would also want to play. Now, for all of you out there, yes, there's one thing that I would apologize for is that the registrations for this one is over. But there's a big but in that. And there are just so many layers over it that since it's GE, you will always be having these kind of underdogs tournaments and all of the new teams who do not get a lot of limelight and who also wants to make their way to tier one would get the opportunity. And what do you need to do that to get into those tournaments? What do you need to do for that? All you need to do is just like the stream, share it, follow the channel, and in the description, you might also see the Discord server of Global Esports. Join it. You will be informed about many of these tournaments and you would be able to join in those as well. So, of course, why are you waiting right now? Quickly join the Discord server and you will be updated about all the upcoming tournaments and all the chances that you might get. And then, highly possible that your team would be the one lifting the trophy and also would also reach the tier one, and no one knows about that. And learning is one of the main way, especially when you're able to gain the experience. You learn through your experiences. You either win or you learn. That's the only thing I believe, and that's the only thing I preach. So gaining the experience is also a very good way to improve your entire gameplay. And of course, you need to get a solid aim, especially if you're talking about Valorant. Unlike me, I have a very horrible aim. But all the jokes apart, guys, just make sure to like the stream as well and subscribe to the channel. Since we've already seen game number one, I know all of you are waiting for game number two between Team Mavericks up against Goblin Defenders. You want to see which one of them would be the ones who would be getting on top and winning it out. After all, it's the round two that we're talking about. It's already a situation where the winner of this match will go into the upper bracket finals. It's not the grand finals, it will be the upper bracket finals. We already have one team moving at that place. That was Team Insanity with a 12-8 victory in the map of Ascent. But this time, we've got the map of Haven. And we already know Goblin Defenders have been playing really solid onto that map in their first game that they played in the round one. This was the exact map where they were just showing their sheer domination. But for Team Mavericks, we've yet to see them play. Again, just as I mentioned previously, the Mavericks were the ones who could not play in their game one because their opponents had to back down, and so they basically got a default win. But either ways, let's quickly jump into the map as it's going to be Haven. We will see the agent select right up on our screen. Goblin Defenders up against Team Mavericks. And honestly, I've seen all of these players play in multiple other tournaments, and I know that all of them they've got just super solid skills, especially whenever you're talking about their aim. They've got some solid IGLing as well. I remember having a conversation with Toxic Sumit as well, and he just telling me what he actually thinks about IGLing. And in the meantime, make sure guys to hit that like button as well, and do not forget to click on the subscribe. Type in the comment section who do you think will win this one game. Would it be Team Mavericks? Would it be Goblin Defenders? That's going to be the question as we quickly look at the agent select. Breach coming in from both the sides. That was pretty obvious. You already know that Breach is the one that you always need to pick whenever you're talking about Haven. You've got some amazing angles to clear with. Using your utilities, you can clear a lot of space. Those concusses are absolutely perfect. And one of the main reason is that you need to use the aftershock and the C cubby. That's one of the reason why I use it. And again, to all the people who were mentioning about the lag, I really do like to apologize as well. Please don't worry, you will not face any kind of problem again with the stream whatsoever. We just refresh it once and it will be all going smoothly. Now, agent select is completed. Sobas coming in from both the sides, Jets as well, absolutely common. I would have loved to see a Neon, but still, Vanguard just sticking with the hero that he loves to use, staying with that Jet. It's a mirror composition from both of these teams, so we already know it's going to come down to what kind of strategies could they be pulling. again, just like the previous game, we saw, it was a 10-2 half, a super dominating half coming in from Team Insanity. But when we are talking about Team Mavericks and Goblin defenders, you already know that it's going to be a neck to neck competition. That's probably what I am expecting as well, especially looking at the levels of all of these players. Like, man, oh man, I haven't even reached 100 yet. That's the reason is that I've started recently, but that's a totally different story. Lil Boy, we've seen him play Ryzen. We've also seen him play. He just does amazing things onto his Sova. You know that those lineups are going to kick in as well. And again, after all, it's Haven. You already know you'll be seeing those duelists jump on towards the side, with the side being cleared by the rest of the members. You also have the breach with you, with those concusses, with the rolling thunders, aftershocks, flashes. I personally feel that breach flashes are something that are quite difficult to dodge because, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about Phoenix and Sky, they can definitely go in for some pop flash plays. They can get that real quick flashes, but in terms of that mid-range, long-range fights, I think so. Breach putting up a flash through the wall is something that not many players anticipate. We'll just have to wait and see how things turn out, though, as we'll be jumping into the round
Scanning ahead.
number one of this game. Team Mavericks up against Goblin defenders, who ironically are attacking this time. I mean, that was going to be obvious, right? It was always going to be obvious. Nonetheless, a defensive split coming in with two people towards the seaside. We already see them playing in for a super solid retake. When smoke goes down there, some presence was being shown, but that was only to make
Shock
Cell
dart.
opaque as all of them are moving towards the A side right now. Shock dart to clear out some of the space, maybe to get some chip damage. No one dinged yet, so we're going to see the side execute coming in. That's going to be the 4-9 use. Oh my goodness, Sonic! He just moves forward and the plays go back and forth. No mercy. Definitely has no mercy on Ryzen as he gets him out of the picture. And Bloody Nature still standing strong only for so long as no mercy. The last man standing with only 10 HP. Gets the round for his team. He'll get the spike down as well. Adding some additional gold onto his side. Oh my god. That was such a chaotic round, and trades going back and forth is something that you always look forward to. So Team Mavericks will have to concede the pistol, but definitely, it seems that we're probably going to have a timeout as well, guys. It's going to be a technical timeout. We're going to fix it real quick, so do not worry about that. In the meantime, we'll get some, more time to discuss about how things went down in the pistol round because we see no mercy, the lone man going in for that split through the sewers, while rest of the members went in from the main. Now, this is the strength whenever we go in for a split execute. We've got two different angles to watch out for. So whenever you're on the defending side, you always want to lower down the defensive spread as much as possible. You want most of your defenders to be focused on the main choke point. And when there are two different choke points to watch out for, sometimes a couple of people do miss out on that. And those splits always end up working out in the favor of the attackers, unless, of course, the defenders have got that side stacked and both of the choke points are being watched by two different people. So that's going to be a different story for some other day. But right now, since we saw the defensive split with two people towards the C, we saw the breach as well as the killjoy, making sure that C is the side wherein they're playing in for the retake, playing in behind. That was the to do a quick rotation towards the A side. They tried to do that, and since again it is just a pistol round that we are talking about, we know most of it went down onto that aim duel, onto those aim fights. I mean, even on the main rifle rounds, it's gonna come down to that, but still, that sometimes when you're running and gunning with a ghost, you might be able to land in two consecutive headshots. I really hate that when it happens to me, but I love it when I do that to other people. So the rotation was very quick coming in from the side of Team Mavericks. They were doing a really solid job of that, and they knew that the site A is under attack, even though there was one small fake being sold towards the A site. Now, in the next few rounds, this one is going to be their eco one, but the next one, in which they're going for a full buy, we'll probably see those smokes come down at the choke points as well. You already know that there was one smoke of woman that was used towards C, but now we will also see those smoke going in towards those different choke points as well. So maybe in the main round, it's going to be a different story. But either ways, we're going to have to wait to see how things roll out in those rounds. As again, in the pistol round, it was a very solid job being done by both of these teams. And again, no mercy, just coming out at clutch, getting those two important frags as well, and winning out on those trades, getting the round for his team. Now, That plant code was also important because, after all, you know that extra 300 gold is something that you can utilize maybe in this round, maybe in the next round. The 300 gold is something that can, you know, upgrade your weaponry from a Spectre to maybe a Bulldog or a full sheep. Either ways, since that round is done, we're not going to talk a lot about that as it's already over. It's going to be the next round for Sheriffs in the hand of Team Mavericks. They might not have a full buy cred for the next one if they actually decide to go for it. However, Cubby's being cleared. They already found one person. Outrun has not been broken yet, so it's going to clear a lot more space. Fortnite used up to concuss Tonic, who tries to go in for a spray down, could not get it as he was also paranoid. I was blinded basically by that. I really want to say that. Either way, it's down to a 2v3 situation. Could be doable for Mavericks, but they need to get a couple of lucky right. Oh my goodness, little boy! He had a chance to get two of them. Could not connect the first one nonetheless. It's gonna be Toxic Sumit winning out the round for his team. That was so very close, and I would still say Team Mavericks doing a very solid job in that previous round by making sure that they were able to take out 3 of those weaponries out of their hands. So the bonus round would not be that difficult to handle. You know, we are still seeing a couple of people probably on classics, sheriffs to work with, so you know that you've got a very solid weaponry advantage in this one. Let's see how things roll out though, as Toxic Smith again goes in for the fault line play. Vanguard taking a lot of space in Sivers, now holding that one angle. Lil boy wants to clear it, wants to push that forward, trying to break that space, and then him winning out on that trade. But down to 15 HP, hitting a lot though. Salman in the meantime shuts down Bloodinator. So both of the agent duels have been won by their own teams. Zonic for now will be smoked off. Paranoia right in the face. 21 HP onto his hand. That's gonna be Mag the King. Only getting one while Salman gets us shut down. 3 people taken care of.
Much better trajectory.
That's going to be Mavericks winning out on their round. And again, it was expected. They had a solid weaponry, losing only on 2 members. I think so. It's still good for them. Coming in, they carried forward 3 rifles onto the next one. Goblin defenders, though, now will be having some decent weaponry on their hands. Vandals to work with. Phantoms. Now, in the previous 2 rounds, we've seen them going in for a fake on towards one side and then moving on towards the other one. So it is highly possible they can try and stick to the same game plan. They've hit A, they've hit C, they've not yet hit B. For where we're probably seeing the lineup coming in as well. Nanoswarms to try and delay any kind of push. Vanguard ready with his dash, will definitely go in. Sonic is ready with the Paranoia as well, throws it out in order to catch anyone who's trying to play in towards that backside. But nonetheless, it's going to be the side control taken by Goblin defenders and still a lot of space to work with. Sonic taking care of that over duel. Bring it out, Britinator, the only one to get a pick, as it's going to be a perfect shutdown and a perfect pinch coming in from both the different directions. And Team Maverick equalizing the rounds, also pushing Goblin defenders down to a save and an eco. That was such a great way to play the round. Nonetheless, I still feel that whenever teams would try and decide to go in for a B hit, what they should do is they should push a lot more space with those members that they've got. Probably leave a couple of them behind, and with 3 people, push towards one of that side. Either towards the garage link or maybe towards the A link, because you definitely do not want to get pinched from 2 different directions. However, this fight, Bloodinator trying to take care of the turret, did not anticipate Salman in that angle, who gets 2 out of that. So it's already him picking off a couple of people. Will probably be dinged by the sheriff. Moves back, respecting the possibility of a headshot. Does not want to give up on his rifle, and neither giving up on that face. Still making sure he's got that garage control. Spike not yet committed. 3 members of Goblin defenders playing so far behind, just waiting for any kind of push from Team Maverick to basically go in for a punish. But none of them is happening. As Mavericks have an idea that this is exactly what Goblin defenders want. And they've got a numbers advantage, right? They've got all 5 people standing. Operator in play as well. So Lil Boy, there's absolutely no point of pushing. That smoke is so perfect. He tries to jump peek. Sees the head of one, but still has to move backwards. And one playing inside that smoke. Welcome, Toxic Sumit. He'll be dinged by the shock dart as well, but this could very well be an ace. And he finds another person, but Lil Boy steals it away. His Mac the King was taken down by his off shot. Nonetheless, a solid round from Team Mavericks and a beautiful shutdown. Yeah, we could have seen an ace. First ace of the evening. I would really want to hear the comms of what Salman would be saying to Lil Boy right now. I would want to hear it. But still, Goblin defenders now got to focus down on their attack. Haven't been able to secure any of the rounds in the past 3. Yeah, there was only one gun round, agreed, but they've not been able to win out on those strategic terms as well. As of now, trying to take some space towards the garage. Spike not yet committed. So they still want to wait for Maverick to probably push out towards one of those sides and then get a punish onto them and work towards the other place. Maybe that's what their idea is, as already some attention being shown towards A. Rotation not being called in though. Yes, they've got some space to work with, but even after that, there's a couple of people re-clearing garage, holding that one angle. Smoke goes down to the right side of Aldon, clearing that space. Vanguard already dinked down to 30 HP. It's going to be Hunter's Fury used up as Lil Boy will get to take him down. He's going to get the tag on top 6 to mid, but either way, the retaliation of the Hunter Fury comes in as well as he was standing strong on towards that back of the side, holding that space, not giving an inch, and they've got the spike in hand. A perfect flash. No mercy shut down. And again, towards that C. We had 3 people stacked up. Goblin defenders could not break through that defense. Hunter's Fury was used up from both the sides, to be honest. It still went down in favor of Mavericks 4-2. They won on both of their main gun rounds. So, economy definitely snowballing at this point. Operators still being pushed towards C. This could very well be a B hit coming in from the side of Goblin defenders. So we have to go in for that re-clearing coming in. Nonetheless, that's going to be a very nice shot coming in from Risen as he shuts down Vanguard. That's going to be a good flash. Followed up.
Spike down.
Keyboard
B.
Salman, both of them standing strong, shuts down the entire push. Just for a correction, Goblin defenders are on defense, so not ironic at all. Team Mavericks are the ones who are on offense, so it's been Goblin defenders all the while, winning out on all of those trades. Zonic holding that angle, Redinator. Will he check it out? That's the question. He can get one pick, get the rifle upgrade as well, figures out where the gun is, but could not get the pick as Zonic went in for a reposition. And it's going to be a timeout. Much needed timeout coming in from Team Mavericks though. It's totally understandable that they would need to break through this momentum. Goblin defenders, even though we are talking about the map of Haven, they're doing a very solid job on that defense. Not giving even an inch. And look at their economy. My goodness. 8,000, 7,000 with 3 people. And Zonic with 5,000. It's basically a full house. They've been having this full house since the past couple of rounds, maybe. Well, when we are looking at Team Mavericks, they've got enough to buy for this one. But if they fail to secure this, they might very well have to concede the next one as well, as literally 0 creds for Vanguard. Only 500 to work with for a couple of the players. It's difficult. It's very difficult. Mavericks, they're trying to go in for a specific site hit, but I think so. They can try and play a slow round. They can try and mix things up like that. Maybe get an engage towards one side. Maybe push a lot of space. They've got the garage to work with. They're trying to go in for a garage push, but not converting it into anything else. It's probably what I think why they're lacking in those rounds. Maybe they could try and go in for a full garage push. Take that space. Maybe go for a C split. Could be highly possible, but the operator is posted there, so they would have to take care of that as well. Salman also got a lockdown to work with. B seems to be the name of the game yet again. Spike towards Garage, so Toxic Summit would have to play safe.
Here.
Bloody Nature finds the opener towards the A side though, so that's one good thing working out. Finally, they've won out on their opening duel and can definitely try and make a play. However, Siver is the place that's been controlled by Keyboard. He gets one and even gets second! Shut down by Mad the King, but they needed to get 3 more players there. However, Bloody Nature doing the exact same thing on the side as the operator in the hand and cannot work out wonders for Lil Boy, as it's going to be Team Mavericks coming out on top after that timeout. Working so very well for them.
Downboard out. Recalling my bot.
He was literally did everything he could to take control of the space in Sivers, but it was just Bloody Nature taking so much space and winning out on his duels on site. That basically caught Goblin defenders off guard. However, moving on to the next one, Lil Boy, this time controlling the garage. They've noticed the pattern. How Mavericks have always been going for this garage push, and this is the retaliation coming in. Though the trades are still good enough, that's going to be fault line used up. Down to a 3v3 as Toxic Summit winning out on his trade. Ryzen trying to get one tap on his face. Bloody Nature still going in with that dead zoning, was able to shut him down. Ryzen with that trade. Oh my god, Sonic, this could be everything and was not in hand. He quickly gets one and now is trying to move backwards, but his head would be open. That's a big, it should have given the information. Mag the King with the operator in the hand. My god, that was so very close. Sonic quickly moving back to heaven. They're not doubling up, just trying to get as much information as possible around the entire map. And I love the positioning coming in from Soba. Ryzen can hear the plant going in on either of the sides, maybe B or C. So he would give a quick information to his teammate. Yep, that's where the hit is. Going for the out drone. Tags him Mac King, so even the reposition would not help as he already was tagged in. Position was revealed. Goes in trying for the half defuse. That's going to be a double peak coming in whatsoever. Ryzen wins his trade out, and that's Goblin defenders getting the 6th. Love the adjustment from their side. Knew there was a lot of presence being shown in Garage. So this time they decided, alright, they're going to pose the operator in Garage. And what a solid pick coming in from Lil Boy. He got a little too ahead of himself though. Wanted to find a second one as well. Trying to post Salman up for him to get an extra pick. But that was all shut down and all came down to a 3v3. Goblin defenders got 4 ultimates to work with. Hunter's Fury, From the Shadows, Lockdown, Rolling Thunder. Along the other side, you also have Lockdown, Rolling Thunder. Oh my goodness, that's such aggressive play. Lil Boy gets 2 of them. And on the back of that clash, they always going to reveal the position of 3rd as Zonic shuts down the remaining 2 members who are coming in from Garage. Bloody Nature trying to find something. But that's Lil Boy again winning out on that trade. Now this is the kind of aggression Mavericks did not expect, and what a time to change the pace by Goblin defenders. I mean, give 2 more ops to Lil Boy. He's going to get his own ultimate as well. That's going to be a full house coming in from their side. Now, even though they lost 1 round, they're still doing a super solid job on that defense. Already securing 7 rounds, and there are still 2 more to go. And Mavericks can't do anything apart from the fact going for 5 sheriffs. They're just not being able to win out on those trades. And Toxic Summit this time not having any idea how to go in for those short callings. Creating a lot of problems for his team. Again, this time Lil Boy playing on towards Ace of 5 different people, missed out on all of them. And he's got taken down by that Nano Swarm. What a perfect placement from Bloody Nature. try to do as much as possible and no mercy. Showing absolutely no mercy to Rise, and this time the Salman and Zonic still standing on the side. Zonic taking care of the people who are moving inside. And that reposition, no mercy might not have expected it. Knew the position of one, but not the second. Zonic comes out on top with that trade as the lurker was also taken care of. So now it's down to a 2v2. Just as I mentioned, from the shadows to work with, this time coming in from Mac the King, so he will go in for that plant. Salman going in for a play. Takedown, he shuts him down, not letting him plant the spike, and now it's in their hand. Team Maverick, when it looked like, yes, they would be able to take the round in their favor, still were not able to secure it. Somehow things just steamrolling back in the favor of Goblin defenders. It seemed that they had an idea. They were just super ready. Now that alarm was going to reveal the position. It's got to make a move. He does not have enough time left. He's got to get some two crazy shots on. 7 more seconds to work with, and I think so it's time for them to just play for their lives. Salman is not going to give him any kind of peek. Zonic, though, is just moving from behind. Yep, he wants to go in for the knife!
Last round in the half.
I mean, that's classic Goblin defenders, right? You know that whenever they are in such a great lead, they would try and go in for a knife pick, and that is exactly what they went for. That was pretty ouch coming in. Nonetheless, it's an 8-3. One more round before the swap. Definitely Team Maverick would need to get this one. 8-4 is something that they can try and work their way back from. 9-3 becomes just that much more difficult. On a 9-3, it depends a lot that you would need to take the pistol. Like, even now, they would have to make sure to take the next pistol. But looking forward to this one. Let's see how to change things up. This one with Hunter's Fury right on the face. Vanguard still trying to take a lot of space towards the seaside. Spike not yet committed though. So this could all very well be a fake. As Zonic now moving back, not the gun in hand, trying to take the DP out of the harm's way.
Here.
Oh my god, Vanguard. This time he's the one who's basically playing for the luck, because look at the rest of the team. They're trying to work their way towards the A side. They can definitely go and plant the spike at C, because the entirety of the space has been won by Vanguard, especially after he won that fight. Now Salman, position noted in the garage as well. He will give the audio cue to his team that all of them are moving towards the seaside. So rotation should come in real quick. Lockdown being placed at the perfect point. Mac the King winning out on his duel in that lurking place. So Ryzen being taken care of. Both the Killjoys now using their own lockdown. Oh my god, Salman anticipated that. Does he anticipate the next one? No, he does not, as Mac the King wins out on his trade. They've also got a rolling thunder to work with. No one retained in either of those lockdowns. That's the default line being used up along with the aftershock. Rolling thunder being used in. Sonic in the meantime wins out his trade against Mac the King. They've got a less time to work with. The stop 6 minutes. A shutdown. Bloody Nathan and No Mercy still were right there for the support. And they will be able to win out the round. Much needed round for their team. Finally. It just seemed that Mavericks just was so confused during the entirety of the attacking half. However, since now the sides have been changed, it is a very solid chance for Maverick to probably come back in this game, because I mean, again, things start from the pistol round, and the way things have been going, yes, they've had some tough time, but really love the fact that they were able to somehow get things back in their last round. 8-4, yes, not a good place to be at, still very difficult, but that pistol is something that you can probably work around with, and you would be able to win that out. You will be able to get the steam rolling in for the next few rounds. However, looking at the way Goblin defenders were playing on that defense, and I mean, just looking at the coordination that they had, they were super solid on that defense. And since it's Haven that we are talking about, we all know that you've got 3 sides to work with. It's a very attack-centric map. So I personally think that Goblin defenders should win this game out. Now, that's, again, me speaking theoretically. And things do not happen as easily in real life as they happen in theories, right? You also have Mavericks who will be working their way out. Yes, it's an uphill battle. It's a very difficult position, a precarious spot as well. But I still think that the made till round 2 of the playoffs. So I personally feel that they would have that what everyone needs to be at such a place in. There were around around 139 teams, right? And from all of that, from every single spot, we had only these top teams remaining who are now just getting on each other, just making sure to survive in this entirety of that chaos. Either ways, as we're going to jump back into the game, Goblin defenders on the attacking side, Mavericks on the defense. Now, everything that happened in their attack is to be left behind. Defense is where they need to focus now. This is the place that they need to get their attention at. As of now, looking at their split, it just seems that they're going to probably send a couple of people towards C or Garage, maybe just Jet this time working around Garage. While the rest of them, they're spreading out on towards the other sides of the map. Sova playing A, is just playing backside. So it just seems that, oh my goodness, that's some kind of aggression even I was not expecting, as Maverick wanted to make a play, but Keyboard shuts down Vanguard right away and forces them to go back. Flash was used up only to delay any kind of push that was coming in. Nonetheless, Goblin defenders not taking the bait, just moving backwards. They got the pick that they needed, and now they've got the entirety of the map to work with. Yes, they do anticipate that there would be someone who might come in from A, might go in for a push towards that side as well. They had no control of that place, so they're just playing it slow. If you're wondering what those lines are, those are the line of sights for all the players. The ones who are behind them, though. So yeah. It's going to be the execute that's going to come in towards the A side, as that was the place Mavericks were going in to play for the retake. So the plant will go down without any major difficulty. Shocked to probably get a couple of dings on some people, but that's about it. Keyboard holding hell. That's going to be the utility usage coming in. Little boy taking care of no mercy whatsoever. He still is standing strong on that angle as he moves forward to get the shutdown. On Mac the King, that's another pistol for Goblin defenders, and they just do not stop. Especially Lil Boy on this Jet. My goodness, he has been playing absolutely insane. Just not stopping at all whatsoever, and the utility usage coming in from his team, it has been so on point. Like whenever you look at it, he is being posted, he's being set up by his own teammates, making sure that he's got all of that control in.
Revealing area.
Nonetheless, another round on board, another play on board. We're gonna see the lineup coming in, and this time the aggression seems to be towards the A side, as Goblin defenders they're trying to take that space, trying to control that area. Mavericks, they were dropped down back to their eco, so they do not have some good weaponries to work with. All they can try is just play for that stack. They've just left one of the people towards B and C, wherein since they've not heard anything, they're also making their way towards the A side. It's going to get so chaotic yet again. And I believe if you can name one thing about this match, or give it a title, I would just say chaos. Chaos, because that's exactly what's been happening all around now. Jumpy's not going to give him any kind of information, and smoke comes out and the execute begins. Vanguard has got a Marshal to work with. Resonator still got a classic in hand. Utility is being used. Oh my god, that was a godly flick coming in. But nonetheless, 3 picks make it 4. All of them falling in favor of Goblin defenders, as Ryzen will take care of no mercy. That was such a crazy flick. My goodness, did not anticipate that happening. Goblin defenders up to 10 now. Double digits reached. Team Mavericks down to 4.
Turn out.
Let's see. What kind of change would Mavericks bring in, especially in this round? As of now, it just again seems to be exactly the same. They're going in for their default setup, this time spreading all of the people towards the entirety of the map. Omen puts out the smoke since there was some attention being shown towards C, but the spike was not yet committed, so this could very well be a fake from Goblin defenders, and we've seen them doing it time and time again. As they would slowly try and work other places around the map. You already know that Salman is going to be the lurker. However, it seems that the smoke is going to go down in the garage, so they will be trying to take that space. Oh my goodness, Vanguard ding down to 10 HP, and Salman gets the wall bang. He gets a solid pick, and now they anticipated that maybe the rotation would go towards C, so are now working towards A side, but the members on A have not budged whatsoever. Since the other place was not worked in, but this positioning coming in from Salman, this could be everything. We're gonna definitely try and catch a couple of people there, but the smokes go down as Lil Boy trying to take control of the place, was caught in the concussion.
Strike
And
down
it's
A.
Toxic Sumit and no mercy with the crossfire. Shutting down the entirety of the push, the Ryzen trying to get things back in his own favor. As he was able to take care of one, but the spam through the smoke. Mac the King shuts him down, and it's all down to Salman, who was playing the lurk, but now is late to the party. Will he be able to get this insane clutch? That's going to be the question. Heinz1 could not take care of Toxic Sumit as he was able to shut him down standing on that corner, and Team Maverick finally making a comeback and their main buy round.
Placing sentry.
10-5. Goblin defenders still leading the charts, but that was their bonus round. So this is going to be their main buy. So again, Mavericks not losing on a lot of members was something really good for them. Probably losing just a couple of them. So still 3 rifles carried forward.
Standing ahead.
And again going in for the same kind of default setup, though this time Vanguard wants to make an aggressive play towards Sivers, trying to catch the lurker, maybe trying to catch the Goblin defenders off guard, but the hit is towards C-side. That owl drone is just giving so much value, clears the entirety of the site, and Toxic Sumit though in the meantime taking care of Lil Boy, so that's one good thing working out in their favor as the shot shot will try and clear out the person in the backside. Wilson going in for that trade, already noticed the killjoy as he goes in for the straight up. Is the one who wins out on the trade only for so long. That's going to be the contact being made in garage. No mercy. Shuts Salman down, and the spike will go down. Maybe not, as the Hunter's Fury being used. The sidestep coming in. Both of them dodging it. But super low in HP.
Spike planted.
Keywords will get the spike down and will use the fall time to slow down any kind of push. Do they have an idea that even Vanguard is going to come in from garage? As both of them are on side, broken down, that's going to be recall. Keyboards! And on the back of Zonic's distraction, takes care of both of them. His position was not anticipated. And that was such a great play. What an off angle to hold on to. My goodness. That was
Right there.
super crazy coming in. Goblin defenders winning out on a clutch round, and that's what you always love to see. A broken buy, Bulldog,
Standing
Stinger,
ahead.
Team Maverick not got a lot of utilities to work with, but still 3 half shields from Goblin defenders, so that could be one good news for their side. Let's see how it pans out. Oh my goodness, that flash was so good.
Take flight.
Zonic gets the pick on No Mercy as well. He wanted to make a proactive play, trying to catch Goblin defenders off guard, but just could not land in those shots. Space being taken. Sivers control. No one on Team Maverick is pushing on towards the other end of the map because they have an idea. Goblin defenders, they love to play for fakes. And since they've got no information if they pushed up A main or not, they're not pushing any other side of the map. And now since these smokes have been put in, it should give them an idea. Utility is now finally being used up as the Rolling Thunder was also invested. Goblin defenders taking care of the site. Got the full site in their control. 4v5. Retake is going to be difficult as we already see Paranoia coming in. Vanguard could try and provide the opening to his teammate as Lonic Lil was still going on forward with those trades as Salman takes down Bloody Nater in heaven, and that's going to be fault line used up. Only 5 HP. And Mac the King could stand only for so long as round number 12 secured by Goblin defenders.
Need a drop.
They're up
Thanks.
for match point. Goblin defenders, they've been playing so very well for the entirety of the game, and this time Lil Boy has got a judge in hand. Even after everything, I don't think so. Their economy is solid, and yes, that is something we can agree upon. Maverick's been doing a pretty decent job at keeping it in check, but they need rounds and 7
Get
rounds.
out of my way.
A Flash is not going to give any information to Lil Boy, but yes, Omen would know. He's tagged down to 5 HP though. Lil Boy would need to play it safe. He's got knives to work with, so yeah. It was obvious he would probably try and go in for a jet. That owl drone should be taken care of. Not just yet. Ready Nater. Oh my god, he's going to be tagged in. He still dodges everything. All man did not catch him, and One the King is the one. Pulled out on that fight against Lil Boy, but only for falling. As Salman takes care of 2 people. Maverick still down to just 2 members. Judged right on the face. Vanguard, no mercy, still standing strong, equalizing the numbers. As Mavericks, they've got a very solid chance of that. Maybe another lifeline, as they will get the better weaponry as well. Quickly trying to clear the space, trying to figure out where the rotation would be. This Vanguard push coming in from the spawn. This is going to just give a lot of information to No Mercy, as now he's got an idea that the push is already there. Spike plant will go down. Will he be revealed by the recon? Yes, he will be, but not before he gets Raisins live. Goes in for the owl drone. Keyboards, the last man standing. Can he make another clutch happen? 1v2. He has done this before. Does he anticipate Vanguard coming in from Sivers? That's going to be the question. Position revealed towards Hell, and that's Vanguard. Shuts him down. Wins it on his straight. And gives another lifeline to Team Maverick. Are we going to see something same that happened in the previous game? Or will Maverick this time force an overtime? That is going to be the question. Yes, a very long journey. I could very well be delusional at this point, because getting 6 continuous rounds is just so difficult and we don't usually see it happen. But knowing how well Maverick had been playing and knowing the potential of the players, you know that they can very well make it possible. And yes, no matter how attacking a specific map is, you know the defense it's comparatively easier. Another potential being shown this time towards Garage as well. But maybe Vanguard finds an open on Salman though, with the Blade Storm working. No Mercy as well. Shuts down a couple of people towards A. They've got a lot of space to work with. Oh my god, this time he could have been everything. But Lil Boy shuts down Vanguard. Top 6 of it, taking care of Kibos. That's just one last member standing. Lil Boy down to 25 HP. It's either ace or nothing. I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. Lil Boy does not even have the spike. So we'll have to try and take these duels up front. Gets one quickly, finds second one, but Mac the King is just too quick on that aim. There was 1 bullet left. So that was another solid play coming in from their side. $12-7. So Maverick slowly stepping up. When do you start to believe in a comeback? That's one of the main questions what players would be thinking out there. 12-7, definitely a super behind. Even one mistake could just result in Goblin defenders getting the round, but no mercy. If you're going to do things like this, then there's absolutely no chance for Goblin defenders to make a comeback. Nonetheless, that's going to be followed and connecting, and Lil Boy capitalizing on the back of that as Vanguard still standing in the backside, gets 2 with the Vandal. And takes control of that side, does not give it up whatsoever, and still maintains the numbers advantage for his team. Though Ryzen has got a perfect timing. He has got a... Look at that, that's the question. Does he gets taken care of? Just before I said that, Toxic Sumit is like, yeah bro, I hear you. We have an idea he might be there. Why not just shut him down quickly? Salman, last man standing, 1v3, Sheriff in hand, clearing a lot of space. Should have heard the utility. So no mercy. You could try and take that fight, and no mercy wins it out yet again.
This place is nice.
Perfect way to deal with things, and since Goblin Defenders was put down on an eco, it was kind of obvious Mavericks would win it out. The question was that how many people standing. Got their ace. Now is going to be an important round as well, because this is a full buy. for Goblin defenders. No operator being used, so that is one thing. Maverick still working out with only rifles. Let's see how this pans out for them. Again, a quick hit this time probably towards the A side, as from the shadows was used towards heaven to clear that space. But did not give a lot of information to his team because there are still 3 people stacking the entirety of the A side. As you already know, no one's taking control of A main. That space has been given up entirely by both of these teams, with our drone is going to clear so much space in Sivers. Salman just putting out that storm grenade to catch anyone. No one's giving him any kind of peek. And look at that, the other positions are also still controlled. That's going to be Salman winning out on his trade against Readinator, though, so that's going to be locked down, used up. However, he's been shut down just as quickly. Aftershock to probably break it, but it was just a little bit above it, as 3 people are going to peek in A main and they're going to take control of the entirety of the side. Mavericks will just have to concede the space, down to a 3v4 now. That aftershock miss was everything. It could either make or break this round. However, Lil Boy
Yikes.
shutting down Toxic Sumit. Vanguard still there to equalize the numbers. It's down to a 2v2 situation as the smoke goes out as he identify the position. Ryzen quickly moving backwards. That's down to a 1v1. Ryzen going with the trade. Vanguard, could you do it? Reload right in the hand. Shorty, can he go in and make that play? That's the question. Tries to tap on the spike, tries to find his position, and he gets the flick right on time. And will now get the defuse in for his team. What a lifeline for Maverick. What a way to win out the round. Vanguard not getting ahead of himself, just waiting, even though he had a shotty in hand.
Gun here.
He knew that if he jumps right in his face, he could be taken down by that Vandal shot. So just took some extra time, took a step back. Ended up winning out for his team. Goblin defenders, Mavericks, 12-9. And now I personally feel that you could start believing in a comeback. Because this is another timeout being forced in by Goblin defenders. Little boy does not want any of what Maverick is selling. So he decides to just take a step back, break the momentum. Now, could this be the final nail that Goblin defenders need to put in the coffin of Mavericks? That's going to be the question. Or will this be a prelude of maybe even a greater glory for Mavericks? It's all going to come down to this one round after the timeout. It's going to be probably a save. Nope. It's going to be a full buy round coming in. Goblin defenders, they've got all the 4 rifles. Bulldog, yes, half shields as well. Shorty in hand of Lil Boy. He'll probably work with his blade storm. So if he gets shut down, then that's that. However, this time the defensive setup has changed. Yet again, going in with their default. However, Breach and Omen are the ones who are working towards the C side. Now, attention being shown towards Garage yet again, just like the last few times we've seen. Drone revealing a lot of information, giving a lot of space. But again, that is all for a fake. Let's see. Everyone just holding their space. No one's pushing it. But this Sova duel. Oh my god, does he anticipate? No mercy! It's just such a great position to hold on to. And as soon as he gets up, he moves back. Gives the information to his team. And look at the stack. It's perfect. On towards the C side. Smoke's going to go towards the back of the site. And all 4 of them are going to try and move their way from the main as Lil Boy already finds an opener. That's going to be Salman getting the trade as well. Kiboj wins out against Mac the King. And the entirety of the site is now clear. Rolling Thunder is available. With a lockdown in play, down to a 1v3. No mercy. It's a clutch or nothing. Rolling Thunder invested. He's trying to run away out of the arms. We get the reload in as well. Spike has not yet been planted. He can still try and play for it. Will he go in for the repositioning? The smoke put out. Will he push through that smoke? Yes, he does. And that was the last mistake Team Mavericks could make. As Goblin defender just punishing it and winning the game out, closing things at 12-9. I almost thought they would be able to pull this comeback. Almost. Either way, that was such a great game coming in. And once you look at all those stats, you can clearly see Salman, Lil Boy, both of them just topping the charts. 289 ACS, 24, 12, and 4. Followed by Lil Boy again, 277, 22, 14, and 3. Getting 5 first bloods. That is exactly what you want from your duelist. But Vanguard still doing a solid job as well on his own end, getting 4 first bloods for his team. Toxic Summit, not a very good day for him, even for Ryzen. He found some impact kills, but for Toxic Summit, yeah, I personally think that it's going to be a day he would like to forget. Either ways, it all came down to just those last few duels. It was such an amazing game from both of these teams. We enjoyed a lot. And again, this is something that we all love to see, right? Both the games today, we clearly saw how well one-sided dominated. It was a 10-2 in the first game, a 8-4 in the second one. But even after that, we all ended up seeing, an almost comeback possible situation. But please do not worry, guys, because this is not done. It's just 2 games that have happened right now. We still have one more game remaining. It's going to be the lower bracket match. So it's going to be a do or die situation, right? In order to figure out what the teams will be, make sure to stay tuned to the stream, hit that like button as well, and click on the subscribe button. We'll be right back after this short break in 10 minutes. So you've got 10 minutes to complete all of that while I'm going to just get a tea for myself. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. You all are watching Valorant Underground, powered by Global Esports. Now, again, I just fixed that mic technical issue with me. It happens all the time. Either ways, we've seen two amazing matches of the upper brackets, right? And we've seen dominating first half, followed by an almost solid comeback coming in from the other teams. But nonetheless, we could not see things changing up. But it is highly possible we might possibly see something similar in this match because it's going to be the lower bracket match. So stakes are even higher at this point. You lose, you are directly eliminated, and you do not want that to happen for your own team, especially when you know that you made it this far. Just a few more matches, and you will be on the podium. So this time we'll just have to wait and see if Team Mavericks are the one to pull off a great clutch, or will it be Fire5 to stop their proceedings in the lower bracket? Because those are the two teams who will be battling it out on the map of Haven. And I believe it's Mavericks who would be on the attacking half. Fire5 will be on the defense. We'll just have to wait how things turn out. We'll have to watch that. Yeah, it's going to be Fire5 on the defense. Just confirmed it as well. Now, I know all of you just want to jump onto that exact map very quickly. We want to see the agent select, but please do not worry. We're just going to get into that real quick. In the meantime, why not let's just talk about the fact that Mavericks, yes, on their own specific map pick, were not able to get a lot of rounds on the attack. And that was one of the reason why, I mean, they had absolutely no room to work with when they were on that defense. They were trying to somehow get their rounds, and there were moments when they were able to clutch, but you always cannot depend on those clutch plays. There would be a time when one of your clutch would not work out in your own favor. So that is what happened to them. And I personally feel that maybe they can change things up a little bit. Yeah, they're going in for the attack yet again, and in the previous one they were up against Goblin defenders who we know have a very solid experience. They've also defeated a lot of experienced players as well. But in this match, since they did not win out the previous one, they would have to brush that loss off and they would have to focus on the important things. It's going to be the exact same composition of Mavericks, just like the previous game. But for Fire5, we are seeing a change. Maybe nope, they're still sticking with almost all the same things, except they're taking a cipher in this time. That's a very, I would say, solid pick. Yeah, when you're talking about Haven, Killjoy provides a lot of value with the alarm bot, with also the turret. You've got nano swarms to probably hold any kind of choke point. But when you talk about Cypher, you've got your cages to work with. So that's some additional smokes on the table. Plus, all of your trips, it gives you such a good information and it is not stopped by any kind of range. You can put your trips on towards C side and you can go towards play towards the A side. So that is something that could very well be done whenever you're playing on the cipher. And if you do not break those trips, your position is going to be revealed. That compromises so many things either ways. Looking at the agent select for both of these teams, everything is same except for their sentinels. And I personally feel like that, yeah, sentinels can be swapped up for KJ to Cypher. I personally feel Cypher is a very good pick. Camera also reveals a lot of information. And again, you can put one of your trip on garage, one of your trip on C, and you yourself can try and play on the B side. So it gives a chance for your team to stack up other places in the map. However, Sumit needs to basically cook something up this time in this match because they cannot go in for the exact same kind of plays that they went in for the previous one. It was shut down super hard. So I personally want to see some changes come in and I really want to see some kind of adaptation. However, if you're talking about Fire5, right, we know that they were watching this previous game, so they might have an idea what kind of strategies would Team Mavericks bring out on the table. So it is highly possible that they might be able to shut the entire lineup down on that attack. Again, it's something I might be getting too presumptuous of, but we'll just have to wait and see. Because again, Haven, an attack-centric map, which did not work out for Mavericks in the previous game, but we're hoping to see something different, something switched up. Cypher could very well be a very detrimental pick in this case because, just as I've mentioned multiple times, I really love Cypher, especially with those strips, with those cameras. I mean, you get a lot of information. There's one of the reasons why I love seeing Alfear playing Cypher. Yeah, Alfear from Fnatic. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But without any further ado, guys, we're going to jump in the game. 25 more seconds to buy up your pistols, as it's going to be Fire5 on the defense up against Mavericks on the attack. It's going to be a do or die situation for both of these teams. One of them will go home today. We'll witness who will be the one to send the other person home. Let's quickly jump into the game. Map of Haven, a do or die situation for both of them. And strategies are gonna be brought on the board. So looking at, again, the same kind of aggression being shown towards Garage. We've seen Mavericks do that time and time again. Position's going to be revealed with the camera. So Vanguard would have to move backwards yet again. Would have to move back from that space. It needs to be re-cleared. But since Omen was already standing there, they know that there's no aggression coming in whatsoever. However, a lot of contact being made. Rover was able to get one pick. The flash is going to go out. So not catching the time perfectly. Maybe I said it way too early. As Mercury did not retreat back on site, still wanted to take the contact in the main, was punished for that. Smoke's gonna go out, and the plant will too. Since Omen was taken care of right away, they do not have any more post-plant smokes to work with. Vanguard just holding the angle in hell. Recon should be broken quickly, but the scan is gonna go down. Aftershock in towards Heaven to clear that space. Vanguard was able to take Robo down, so that's Cypher out of the picture. Toxic Summit already dinged up, low in that HP. Let's see how things turn out as of now. Summit still standing strong with that sheriff in hand, was able to take one down, but no mercy. Supporting him from there, Vanguard in hell. Shuts down the person to jump from Heaven. Winning out on those trades. Maverick securing the pistol for themselves. Beautiful play coming in from the side of Team Mavericks. A very well coordinated one as well. Without the smokes, they were able to execute onto that side. And that was on the back of a lurk play, which Mag the King was making towards the other side. Yes, he could not find a pick, but at least he was able to grab the attention of Fire5. Because of that early presence of Vanguard in the garage and that one pick, we saw the rotation of Fire5 towards the other sides. A was open and they got the pick as well. However, some aggression this time being shown towards where, my goodness, look at that. How much space have they taken at this point? And I personally feel that this is such a great push coming in. But the adaptation from Maverick, quickly taking space on towards the A side, they will get the plant down. But the question is, will Killjoy survive? Bloody need to win out on that trade. Is able to take one of them down with a run, and gun does not connect. However, no mercy with the support from the Sivers. Make sure that his teammate stands strong. And that shock dart is just gonna finish the last person off. What a play! What a crazy play! Maverick with that perfect support. I mean, Bloody Nate was just standing behind that box. A few more seconds and he was down. You know that one Spectre was going in the hands of Fire5, but the support coming in from No Mercy. This is one of the reasons why they can backfire. However, just love the adjustment coming in from Mavericks, man. That's really loved it. As soon as they realized that it's a very solid push coming in from Garage as well as mid, they decided, alright, it's time for a quick hit towards the A side. Clears those angles. However, this time it's going to be B hit from Team Mavericks. So, a lot of space being taken. However, conceding it at the exact same time as the Garage seems to be there. Aggressive space, and this is the power of a Cypher. He stands strong, gets two of them, tries to move backwards, but Bloody Nate shuts him down. That's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Fire5. You do not break the trip, you will be broken down by the spray as TSW shuts them all down. Mac the King able to take one of them with him. But that's about it. And one of the rifles that they lost was not exactly a rifle, it was a Guardian. So I don't think so Fire5 would be hurt by a lot of these guns being lost. I mean, still they carried 3 forward in this round. So securing their buy round, bonus round, not exactly working out really well for Mavericks, but either ways, it was a bonus, you know that. They don't have the weaponry. They got the plant down as well, so getting some extra gold, some extra currency for themselves. Please ignore my attempt of putting on that accent. I just always love to do that. Another round, probably another story. Let's see, some early smokes go down from both the omens as well. C seems to be the place of aggression as the flash goes in. Robo could not dodge it, needs to trigger the steel cage whatsoever as the teammates will now try and stack in the side. But still, there was absolutely no attempt of breaking through that trip as Mercury takes out the trade on the other side. Mac the King was able to shut him down as well, 1-for-1. But in the Severs is where the aggression lies. Yet again, Team Maverick going in towards the A side with the same, pushing on towards the other side, trying to grab the attention of Fire5 and then moving on where the site would be empty. The after plant
planted
is what they're all looking forward to. Mac the King, they try and fight. Robo is the one who actually gets the pick and still survives. That is such a problematic positioning coming in. Nonetheless, no mercy deals with him. That's going to be fault line used up as well. Mac the King still surviving. Force shut down. Toxic Summit as well, finishing off last two remaining members, and that's Team Maverick winning out on their trade yet again. Doing a brilliant. I mean, now this has basically been the third round, in which Mavericks have decided that they're gonna show some presence on towards one side of the map and then go in for a very quick hit towards the other side. I really like the idea wherein Jet is continuously pushing, Mercury is just trying to take that space. However, doing it in every single round, that's exactly where Fire5 will lead Mavericks to expect that. However, on the other end, Robo just was able to win out on his trades, and this time Mercury just deciding to move backwards towards the side, not taking the fight at a good adjustment, good adaptation coming in from him. Okay, now the question is, will Maverick expect Mercury on this corner? His gun should be, yeah, that's the goal. Toxic Summit winning it out, and on the side, Ru was only standing for so long, getting 3 with his sheriffs. Now is just hoping his teammates can complete the job that he started. As Sumit holds the exact same angle. Of the remaining members, already good for 3. It's down to a 2v2. Figure out another person. Mac the King is able to take down TSW. And it's only on force. As soon as he tries to move out, Sumit welcomes him with his Vandal shot, getting a 4K and winning out a round for his team. Yes, it was a save for Fire5, but the amount of damage that they were able to do, that was just absolutely brilliant. Getting 3 rifles off the hands, and it was almost a doable situation.
Deploying drone. Enemy mark.
Let's see how things turn out. In this one, 1-4. Fire5 desperately need a round whatsoever. The cage is gonna stop them from any kind of progress only for so long as the Rolling Thunder was also invested from the shadows towards the back of the side, and TSW just disrespecting the smoke and somehow wins out on his trade. As Flexi and Robo also followed it up with a pick of their own, and now it's down to a 2v4. And no more of the shadows to work with whatsoever. That's Mercury shutting down No Mercy. Mac the King still trying to play for as long as possible. 4 HP, uses the TP out, tries to jump off the harm's way, and now can have a solid opportunity for a backstab. Just trying to anticipate where the rest of the members could be. 4 HP is the name of the game. He can try and isolate these fights, as Flexi is already down towards this attacker spawn. He'll just try and clear as much space as possible while Mac the
30
King
seconds left.
just trying to sell them a fake that maybe he's moved in towards the A side. But little does he know that the entirety of that part is being cleared by Flexi. That is such a great teamwork play coming in, but this fight could be everything and force. He wins it. He wins it out without any major difficulties. 4 HP
Right here.
was what? Fire5 finally stepping up, winning out the much needed round for them.
Right here.
Another play towards the garage. Nano Swarm just trying to delay any kind of push. Force is the one who's holding that angle, should take care of the recon. Just does it perfectly. Throws out the smoke to punish any kind of push that would come in without any kind of flash, that is. He does not have any backup coming in. So if Maverick decides to go in for that full push, it's going to be troublesome for him. He goes in for another smoke. Fall 9 to shut him down, but he already used up the paranoia at the perfect place. But that's another Fall 9. Rolling Thunder indeed was invested into that one to shut down the push coming in from garage. Nonetheless, Bloodinator winning out on his rate with the Spectre in hand. They will shut him down. Robo goes in for the Neuro Threat. Should reveal the position of the rest of the 3 members. As the fight now being taken. That's a super nasty shot coming in from Mercury. Tries to go in for another play, but Toxic to win. Wins first fight. Could not win the second one. It's all down to a 1v2. Robo and TSW, they would be able to take care of Bloodinator and also get the defuse in. Perfect play coming in from both of these teams.
Where will they go this time?
Nonetheless, Mavericks just coming out on top. Little too ahead. Three to 4. Next round. That's where teams would be looking forward at. Fire5 have been making the decent reads as well. They're going in for some good rotations too. It all just comes down to those last few gunfights, last few rounds in which they need to try and make an outplay, especially play with the brains of their opponents. And that is where in the starting they were facing some problems, but now are doing a super solid job. One-way smoke on the boxes. Vanguard still wants to make a play. Now, again, anticipating the way they've been playing, this time Fire5 decided to just go on towards the other side, as that's going to be Hunter's Fury invested, trying to clear out on all those common angles. It's going to be a 5v5 situation wherein the retake would also come in. However, defensive Hunter Fury coming in. Flexi goes in, tries for the rest of the plays, and that's going to be played. Tom, last bullet! That's the last blade. That was enough to finish Flexi off. Robo, though, quickly comes in for that shutdown, for that trade. Good for 3 as well. Could definitely be an ace. It's got some solid amount of HP as the smoke goes down. Things on the map coming in. As soon as the tap will be there, you know there's going to be shock darts used up, but nothing apart from that to use it for the lineup. Just a spam coming in. Neuro Thrift as well to reveal the position. No Mercy goes on with the trade, but the defense still stands strong
Bow and
as
arrow is old-fashioned.
they would be sticking in for the defuse. Really love the play from Fire5. Just threw bodies in front. Mavericks could not pick them off. Recon did reveal the position of a couple of them, but that was about it.
Right here.
Could not get anything
Right
apart
here.
from that. So even after all that, it is going to be Fire5 winning in their matchup. Now that previous round was definitely a save round coming in from Mavericks. So they will have a solid weaponry on this one, and this one round could basically change the entire flow of the game. You already know that. An operator is also in place, so they've got to figure that out as well. And Swarm trying to push them back. Oh my goodness! For some reason, Mercury is just able to stand strong for so long. His Robo shuts down Vanguard. He thought he could try and make a play, but did not realize that this with the stand side as the spike now is down out in the open. Bloodinator trying to survive. Through the tag coming in, no mercy as well. Position reveal, recon dart was just so well placed.
Last player
And a lot of
standing.
space being taken, a lot of room to control. It's just Bloody Nature remaining, trying to take that fight. Wins the first one. Still has got to win 3 more. I don't know, it's probably because of
Who
that
are we to
high-low thingy. And Mavericks deciding to opt for the timeout. The attacking rounds are not working out for them. So they will have to change things up. A lot of it, to be honest. Yeah, just the throat. Working out with my throat a little bit, guys. I apologize for that. 5-4, and Fire5 finally are in the lead, and they were able to grab out 4 of those rounds continuously. So things definitely looking pretty good for them now. And they've also managed to shut down the entire push coming in from Mavericks, did not even allow them to plant. So again, another
Right
save from Mavericks. Can't go in for a full buy whatsoever. The operator is something that they need to figure out. They're going in for this recon towards the A yet again. Pings on the map.
Scanning
You know,
ahead.
just let you know that this is where all those people could be. Now that recon is just going to clear those angles. So it's going to be another quick push, this time coming in towards the A side. No one watching the other side. However, this one lurk play could be everything as Magnetic quickly gets one, but shut down as well. While on this side, Bloody Nature could not get anyone. Mercury, though, in turn, definitely gets one of them. Spike was the thing that was put down. Even the lockdown has been invested in this round now. The question is,
One
how
enemy remaining.
good is this investment? Does not seem to be very good unless Vanguard gets the clutch of the century.
Spike planted.
He needs to get this 1v2 whatsoever. The question is, does he anticipate their position? That one utility usage should reveal out the position of at least one of them. But the question is, where's the second one? Did actually take the fight, isolating them. But force is good for that shutdown. And that is another defensive round for Fire5. However, looking at how that was actually a save round, I'm not quite sure for the investment of the lockdown. But even after that, it just came down to that last, 1v2 situation. It was doable. He had the rifle in hand, but just could not get things done perfectly. As both of the defenders just decided to get the pinch in at the perfect time. And the first fight was needed to be won. They've got to brush it off. Team Maverick, they've got to figure something out now because their attacks have been perfectly read. And look at the amount of aggression being shown in towards the sea. As the entirety of the space has now been taken. They're moving even near the defender spawn. But the question is, do they expect this 2-man setup? Last time, yes. Mag the King was playing on that one as well. Owl Drone taken care of as well. The fight being won in the Severs by Toxic Summit. No mercy, shut down. Mercury still taking control of the main. Did not anticipate that Vanguard would be so up close and personal. This crossfire could be everything. Oh, this is good for a long range fight, but nonetheless, remaining players were able to clean things up properly and perfectly. Down to a 3v1 now. So the adjustment of Maverick working perfectly. They anticipated this long push. They anticipated that this is going to be another aggressive play from Fire5. Created a crossfire and played it perfectly.
Spike's down.
Spike will go down now. It's all onto TSW. Does not even have the operator. No chance to retrieve it whatsoever. Can try and get a pick and maybe a 2 to get the Rolling Thunder online. It's got all the utilities to work with, so can definitely try and make a play. But the question is, where are all the remaining players? Not yet taken any kind of space. Now that flash is going to reveal the position where he's coming from. Fault line, used up, another flash. But he's not being able to catch anyone off of any angle. That one-way smoke's going to go down as well. That wasn't exactly a one-way. Try to put it as a one-way. And are we going to see a knife coming in? No, maybe not as Vanguard. That spray was not pretty. But still, they were able to complete things up.
Last round before the switch.
Now, things changing up is exactly what Mavericks needed. They wanted a break in the continuous round leads coming in from Fire5, 6 and 5. The best thing they could do is end up at a 6-6. Knowing how Haven is actually an attack-centric map, they can definitely try and pull it off. However, Operator back in play again towards the Ace Towers this time. So that's going to be from the shadows used up towards Heaven. Not cancelled this time. So I don't think so if they've actually got the idea or not, but Mercury is so very solid for two of those picks, shutting down the push coming in. That's a spike down. The question is, do they anticipate movement in Heaven? Yes, PSW did anticipate it. And now has got a rolling thunder on the back of that kill. Does he go for it? Spike has not been planted yet, but Vanguard still trying to take as much space as possible towards the graffiti. He's just so very ready for that rolling thunder. It's just ready as soon as he hears the tap on the spike plant.
Right here.
He's just gonna use it. Vanguard though, getting a little too aggressive. Shut down perfectly. Now the question is, will Bloodinators stay on the same side? Oh my goodness, that's the rolling thunder. Yeah, they anticipated him, shutting him down perfectly. That's going to be Fire5. Getting
Switching
the 7th
sides.
round on board. Only 6 teams left in the tournament. And after this one half, we'll only have 5 remaining teams. They're all just playing so very brilliantly. And Team Mavericks getting 5 rounds on their attack now have to work their way. They've got to climb up, but at least it's not as steep as the previous game they faced. There was an 8-4 in that one. It's still a 7-5. Yes, just a 2-round difference, but they can definitely try and start things with that pistol round. Secure that pistol and then follow it up with even more. Because they were the ones who did win on that pistol round previously, so they should be having that confidence. And since we're already talking about the confidence, I've got a confidence that this is basically a technical timeout. Honestly, this day has been amazing, seeing how the previous games have gone. I mean, you could clearly see how competitive it was. Yes, you could see some sheer dominations in the first half, but even after that, we were also able to figure out a possibility of a comeback, because all the teams, they were just getting those round after round. So it did require the opposition to go in for those adjustments, but adjustment is the name of the game. That is exactly what this game is all about. You know that no matter what, you have to get those adjustments right, those mid-game adaptations. That is where things change. And as of now, Fire5 have looked pretty solid onto that one. However, some presence being shown. Fault time was dodged. Camera's going to be put in on the side as well. So that's going to be some quick aggression coming in towards the C side. As that's a 1-for-1 trade. Flexi gets one and another trade. Mercury still standing strong. Spike was down at C, so the rotation should come in, but there's absolutely no one up close. And look at the amount of space Mercury is taking goes for 1. Is he good for 2? That's the question. Answer is no, as Mercury could not get no mercy out. And Vanguard in the meantime, just speaking at the perfect time. And that's going to be no mercy with another shutdown. And Team Mavericks will just get the defuse in to secure the round for themselves. A beautiful play from them. Let's see how things around in this one. 7-6. Just 1 round gap, and Fire5 do not have the weaponry to take a proper fight unless they will just decide and go in for a force buy, which does not seem to be the case. They want to go in for a full save. No, maybe not.
Right there.
Alright. Fire5 are actually deciding to force buy into this one. The question is, will Maverick expect it? This is definitely something not most of the teams do, but this could definitely be detrimental in this one. The Recon's going to scan a couple of people out there, so the smoke should go down on time, and Vanguard quickly taking care of Mercury.
Enemy
They
kill.
will now anticipate, and he still controls the Silver. Shuts down both the people pushing in from that one angle, and Robo now left to make a play in mid of any kind, and he will be caught by that turret. So they already know, Cage now trigger. This fight is going to be everything, as the flash was perfectly dodged as well. Mac the King winning out on that one trade. Aftershock to clear that space. Smoke as well going down. Both of them just standing in the smoke.
Spike down mid.
TSW almost getting that one.
Flawless.
Flawless round indeed. And getting the anti-eco as well. They should have a solid time in getting this one round. Probably for Fire5. Better weaponry though, so Mavericks should probably get this one round as well for themselves, as it's going to be an entirely save round coming in.
Your fault. Gun here.
That's a very solid shot coming in though. Mercury gets one pick on No Mercy, and that's a Marshall headshot. That's a statement of its own. Flexi in the meantime controlling the space outside the garage, making sure that if there's any kind of push, it does not go unchecked or unpunished. The question is this one fight. Mercury with Sumit, and Sumit with the Bulldog wins it out. Bloody Nater though, tagged up.
Turret destroyed.
That's going to be the util being used perfectly with the Paranoia
Player
combo is
standing.
absolutely
Spike down, mid.
brilliant. As Mavericks shutting down the entire push coming inside that garage. What a perfect timing to peek into that Paranoia. Yes, it only got one, but you got a Spectre in hand, you're up close and personal, might as well just go in with that run and gun. A solid headshot from Robo. Vanguard's gonna have a headache after that one.
I have retrieved the spike.
Either way, the spike has been picked up. Stormbreeze could not take care of him, but Force Line maybe could, maybe not. As Robo is still standing strong. He realized he's got a Spectre in hand now, so he can definitely try and make a play only for Sumit to shut all the hopes down. That's another solid round by Mavericks, and now they can invest onto their main rifles. Operator in play as well. So here's the thing about, force buying after you lose the pistol round. If, in case, you win the force buy, then that's well and good for you. But if in case you
Placing
don't,
alarm bot.
then you're basically giving
Peace
two
now.
rounds to your opponent, and that is exactly what happened. And on the back of it, Mavericks now have a solid economy. They also have a round lead, an advantage. Recon dealt with quick. They're anticipating the C hit. Long range fight now coming in. Magda King will survive using that TP. So that's going to be a full-on hit coming in as Mercury dashes on towards the side. Will be caught in the fault line. Uses the Cloud's Burst to survive for so long. The flash is going to be dodged perfectly. DSW will try to dodge the second one, but
Last player
only to
standing.
fall into the crossfire
Spike
of
down,
Magda
C.
King and Mercury. As they shut down entire push, only
I
Robo
know exactly
surviving, and now his position has been noted. Neural theft being used up as well to find out where the people are. Can definitely try and go and make a play. HP pretty low, only 30 on Mag the King. Question is his position noted? Now it definitely is. It should be a double peak coming in. Utility in hand, down to 85 HP. Does he realize? Yeah, there is 17 HP down, tagged up with the shock dart. The question is, will Novosi go in for another shock dart play? He did, but still 17 HP in the hands. One headshot could definitely do the trick, especially for Cypher, but the reposition not noted. No mercy. What a cheeky play. Using the smoke of Cypher himself, going in for that reposition. That was such a cheeky play coming in. My god. Almost. That round was almost won by Fire5, but again, they've got still enough credits to go in, force another full buy. Probably a bulldog maybe in their hand, but apart from that, all rifles. So can definitely do something solid with us right now. Vanguard gets a solid pick coming in from the other side. Mercury though. Is he going to push through this smoke? Yes, he definitely will. He gets one. He dashes it onto forward. Mercury gets two. How did he manage to get two in that situation? But does he realize that No Mercy has changed the position? He's now towards the back as he gives a lot of room to his team, a lot of control towards the side. Mac the King in
enemy
heaven.
remaining.
And he'll be taken care of as Flexi jumps in. What was that crazy play from Mercury? Disrespecting the smoke, and how did No Mercy finish him off? As soon as he saw him, I believe, the timing worked out so very well for him that he just walked out of that smoke, took the fight on the person who was on the left side, and dashed forward just behind the box, out of the vision of No Mercy. And as soon as that happened, Toxic Sumit was right in his face, and he won that fight as well.
I have extra money.
That was just outrageous. And even though Mavericks were winning the last few rounds, now they've got to go in for another save. Maybe they can try and squeeze in some kind of buy, but I don't think so. It would be enough to probably match up with Fire5. So they've decided to go in for another save. Yep. And that's Mavericks now trying to push forward as Vanguard with the Blade Storm was able to take one. But on the other end, Mercury, with his Blade Storm, clearing the entirety of the side. Goes in with that shorty into the smoke. Realizing that there could also be one more person, and the Nano Swarm will be Nagaris. Oh, good. But look at that Hunter's Fury. It should probably tag one down with PSW already, and that's a spike down on the return fire. We see Flexi as well using his own Hunter Fury. That's going to be the outround being used up. Welcome! Says Mac the King from behind, shuts Mercury down. As Vanguard still got a couple of knives to work with. Will he get the headshot? Yes, he will. And the click is just so perfect onto his head. And the defuse is also going to come in. Team Maverick getting to double digits first. Such a solid way to play the entirety of that round. Great teamwork from Mavericks. However, Fire5. I personally feel that, a lot of these times they're just trying to kind of push through the smoke
My job.
without any kind of major utilities. And that has been happening multiple times now. Yes, one or two times you might get lucky, but if you try and do that multiple times, you might not be so lucky. Again, Mercury. No one was watching the main angle, so he was just able to push out from his own smoke. No Mercy this time. Will he try and play proactive? He tried to, but Mercury was just a step ahead of him. Sitting inside that Omen smoke, it was just way too deep at that point. Mercury now dashing into the side, trying to open things up for his team as Flexi figures out the position of the person. Toxic Smith was taken care of. Vanguard shuts Mercury. That operator in his hand. You push through that smoke, you'll be welcome with the operator. He just dropped it. Now he's going to pick it up yet again. Swapping the guns is what he's been doing for a while now. But now to a 3v2. Probably 3v3 now. It was a 3v4. That was a good shutdown for the lurker now. Mavericks have got a solid opportunity into getting this retake done perfectly. For now, that's going to be the fault line used up, trying to stop any kind of push coming in. Nanostorm is just going to try and clear some of that space as the trades go back and forth. With Force still standing on his feet. Two people needed to be taken care of, but he just decides Magdakin takes the op and retreats back to safety. They're going to concede this one round. And moving backwards for a save of the operator. At least that one thing worked out well for him. Fire5 getting to 9th, lowering down that lead. Now this is going back and forth, literally back and forth. I want to look at the timeline though. I think so for the past 3 or 4 rounds, it's basically been back and forth between both of these teams. Past 4 rounds.
Here.
One's been secured by Maverick, the next one by Fire5. Then again Maverick, then again Fire5. So if we're going according to the pattern, This round should go for Mavericks. Operator again in play. This time he's trying to take the space again. And the Sivers tries to go in for a nasty flick. Could not get it. Wants to repeat at the exact same angle. One more time. Just dodging the utility. That aftershock especially is going to put the smoke out. Dash is expended already. So just got to walk back up while no mercy. Trying to provide him some kind of support. Standing in such a nasty angle, he tries to go in for the play, but Force is right there, welcoming both of them, shuts down, and Mercury
Last
taking
player
Toxic Summit
standing.
out as well. That's Robo. Winning on that lurk battle against Bloody
Spike
Nator,
planted.
Team Fire5. Breaking the pattern, Caster's Curse maybe. But it says on nothing. Mac the King, good for one. Tries to go in for the second. Not getting the shot perfectly as a wide peak from Plexi will do the trick for him. And we are all equal. 10 and 10. Finally, another timeout. This time being forced in from Toxic Summit yet again. We've seen Mavericks going in for a couple of those timeouts, right? In the attacking half as well. And as soon as they took that timeout, they were also able to get together a couple of rounds for themselves. At least one to end things at 7-5. So breaking the flow is what seems to be the name of the game. Operator, though, still in hand. Vanguard has got some creds. Will be able to squeeze out a buy. The question is, will the rest of them be able to do the same? Toxic Summit should be able to do that. Bloody Nator, though, could only afford a half buy in this one. Well, on the other end, it's all full shields. Force, the only one with the half shield. I think so he can change that. He can get a full shield for himself. Yeah, he's going to get the full shield as well. While the rest of the members probably working with the half shield from Maverick. But still have got enough crits to force this buy now. Okay. Since they've also got the loss bonus creds, maybe they'd be able to get a buy in the next one if they lose this one. But the question is, where is this hit going to be? As Fire5, they're spread out in the map, not looking at any particular place, maybe just waiting for Mavericks to push out and punish that push. So they want to play this round slow. And you already know that once you're playing a specific round slow, it is going to come down to that one last gamble stack and, gamble attacks side. So if you're able to get a read correct, you would be able to get a free side for yourself. If not, then you'll be welcome with some operators and crossfires, which is difficult to break. So rounds yet again, just some noise being made towards C. No proactive push whatsoever, while the rest of the Fire5 are slowly working towards the A side. You already know Robo is going to play that lurking role. He's got Neural Theft available. Toxic Summit is just ready with his fault line to go in for that support towards any site that requires it. Sivers is the place that's being worked by Fire5. They would be able to get the site probably for free. Operator is being rotated towards that side, but the smokes are already going to go down, so you know
30 seconds
this
left.
will all end up being for a retake. They've also got the Rolling Thunder available on both the sides. The plant is going to go down. The question is which breach uses it first. And that is going to be Maverick with the Rolling Thunder. TSW answering with his own as Bloody Nator quickly gets one. Mac the King also good for another one. No mercy as well. Winning out on all his trades. Force still inside that smoke to try and get an opening. But answer is no as Bloody Nator shuts everything down one after the other. Mavericks getting a much needed round after that timeout. And breaking the continuous chains of Fire5 winning rounds. It was only of 2 though, but yeah. Better quick than never. And yes, I did turn
Right there.
the saying better late than never into better quick than never. That's exactly what happened, didn't it? Fire5, Maverick, 10-11. Are we going to see a comeback from Fire5 this time? That's the question. Do they have enough creds for a full buy? Maybe yes. Probably a few half shields coming in from their side. But Mavericks now looking solid in that economy. As of now, All five standing outside. The third one going for a quick ski hit this time. Operator was in play, but only for so long as that's going to be a spray down. Bloodinator still holding that side. Fire Force was also able to shut down Mag the King. So that side not controlled yet as Bloodinator shuts down any kind of pushing possibilities. There was only Jet who was able to open up the side, but that's already a 1-for-2 trade coming in. Vanguard shuts down Flexi, and that's the spike down in the open. You need to get a smoke up as quickly as possible. Spike has been taken now, so that's one good thing, but they have absolutely no map control. Now, if you're talking about Mavericks, yes, even they don't have any map control, but they've stacked 3 people towards the seaside. The question is, will Fire5 decide to go in for the same hit? They did cut the noise for a while and now are rotating towards the B as well, but it seems that Mavericks have got the read, but maybe just an extra read. They all move towards the A site as
30 seconds
you already
left.
have an alarm board towards B. So you know that is not where the hit is going as of now, as Vanguard now getting posted up. Seeing the utilities being used up, it's gonna go in. Shot is connected on TSW and Vanguard shutting Robo down as well. It's all onto the hands of Force. He needs to get the ult as quickly as possible. No one standing on the spike, could not deny from the shadows. 4 more seconds. Yes, he'll get the plant down in the time. But does he anticipate this 2-man push coming in from 2 different angles? He's found one, trying to isolate that fight. Could not do that on time. And No Mercy wins out in his trade, puts Maverick to match point. So, here's the thing for all the audience out there. I mean, there are a lot of people who do not know about this, but if in case the spike is down and you know that the enemy Omen has ultimate available, you just stand on the spike. Ask a couple of teammates to just stand on spike. I mean, 2 would also do a perfect trick. So if 2 or 3 of you stand on the spike, then the Omen would not be able to take the spike using his ultimate. So you'll basically force him to go on the other side and would also deny him the spike. And that would basically be a very easy round win for your team. Now, I don't know how many of you out there know about it, but I just learned it recently. So just putting out that information. But yeah, standing on the spike will deny Omen to pick the spike up using his ultimate. So that's one thing. Looking at the economy, not at all good for Fire5. They cannot go for a full buy. Things are just looking so problematic for them. Yes, they've got a Hunter's Fury to work with. They've had the Neural Theft up for a while now. But the solid defense from Fire5, it has just been so on point. They've been going in for some amazing reads and their retake has been perfect.
This goes here.
Because they do not even allow the spike to be planted. And even if that is the case, they always tend to find a situation wherein they are at the advantage. Oh my god, that smoke timing! It faded at such a nasty point. Mercury shut down. That's the Jet nerf hitting him right in the face. Takes some extra time for you to take the strike. That's going to be Hunter's Fury used up as well to clear those spaces. Fault and connecting, but Hunter's Fury did not get the kill. Will get the ding on Bloodinator, but no one being able to capitalize onto those utilities. And the site is now stacked. 4 people moving towards that. That's the Hunter's Fury defensively. No Mercy gets 2. Can he get 3? Yes, he will get 3. And now it's all on to 1. Knife is probably what that was trying, but only for so long. As No Mercy gets 4 in that round and pushes Team Maverick over the finish line. That is Maverick winning out on all of those trades. Shuts down another C push and keep the hope alive for their team moving into probably the lower semi-finals of the lower bracket. That's something I just came up with. But yeah, they'll be moving into the round 3 of the lower bracket. That one thing is for sure. Quickly having a look at the scoreboard. Robo 22 and 18 with an ACS of 294. While on the other side, Mag the King. He was just mad at this point. 20 and 15. Yes, could not top the charts, but did as much as he could. And no more. Whenever you're all in just one tight, compact space, you can't. Making sure that he's the one who gets all of those frags out in the open, out in front of everyone. Really did show out hope of very good fighting capabilities and fighting possibilities. It could have gone all the way, not push through that finish line. That is one thing I would say. That timeout worked out really well for Mavericks, honestly, because they made sure that they're going to get the next few rounds for themselves. And I was not expecting them to get all three right away. And that is exactly what has been showing for the entirety of the game. Either way, guys, that's them of these team to not give up. It was neck to neck in the first half, 7-5. Yes, it's just one round going here and there. But in the second one as well, you could clear 13-10. Of course, because that's not tomorrow, that's the day after that. Tomorrow is the day when we will find out who will be joining the teams in that grand final. We'll probably figure out who the first grand finalist will be. So you definitely do not want to and hit the bell notification. Join in the Discord server. The link will be in the description. If you join the Discord, and you will find all the information there. There will be so many more upcoming Valorant tournaments. And if you want to join the casting desk, might as well just, text the people on the Discord. You will also find information regarding that. Thank you so much for joining in today. This has been me, Skadiat, from the casting desk. Alongside me, absolutely no one apart from my alter ego. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye.